listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina.
Woo! Hello.
This is the podcast that looks at some of your favorite cult films, adds an alcoholic beverage, and introduces someone who's not seen them. I've not said that in 3 months.
Did it?
We're gonna need that script again.
You know what? We might need that. I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
your Lady of Libations, Countist, Stephanie Von Frankenberry.
I'm really proud of you for that.
I know, right?
Justina, your jellicle jester.
She Who Knows No Movies.
Admiral.
And we've got, as always, producer number 2.
Hey, everybody.
I remembered everyone's identity.
That's amazing.
That's the first step.
I think that went really well.
I did too. I am quite proud of us on that. You can find us on any podcast app. Please rate and subscribe. We like to have it. It helps us out. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cult Movie Cantina. We're on YouTube at Mobcast Network. And we were on TikTok at Mobcast, but something happened, and I'll explain that later. And so we're
TikTok.
Wait,
happened.
we're not on TikTok anymore?
we are on TikTok still.
Just a different name.
I don't have access to that TikTok anymore.
I understand that. You told me the story.
Yeah, and
I don't know the story, and I like to think that prairie dogs took over.
Prairie Dogs did take
Just about.
The Highland Prairie Dogs.
took our TikTok away. So
Damn.
we're gonna have a new TikTok soon. So
I have a TikTok.
please announce your TikTok then.
I have no idea. Wait.
She's all proud. Like, I know what.
Hold
I
on.
have a TikTok. What is it? I don't know.
Hold on. What is
See,
the
I
name?
have.
Oh, Stephanie S. Ward.
Yep.
There you go. Stephanie S. Ward.
Yep.
There you go.
I
That's where
follow
you
you.
find me.
And
I do not
I
have a
follow you.
TikTok,
Caleb
so
has
you
one.
can not follow me on my inexistent, non-existent.
I
Caleb,
posted every day during Christmas.
Well done.
I'm back to posting every day.
Kayla, what's your TikTok?
It's Escape Reality Films. I just got done completely rebranding pretty much everything to Escape Reality of some
Look
sort.
at him.
That's
rebranding.
awesome. Look at you rebranding.
So 2 things happened on the hiatus. So we took a hiatus. We were fully expected to come back in the fall. Things happened, like Justina got married.
I did get married.
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Officially
It was a
married
lovely
now.
wedding.
It was.
Thank
It
you.
was a
Yeah,
lovely
it was a
wedding.
It
good
was
time.
beautiful.
Her lovely bride,
We'll
Derby
love
wife is
She's
which is
here
now
with
like
us.
official.
Like Derby wife.
Right,
Yeah.
Derby wife.
Derby wife.
Yeah, wife.
She is in the audience. I finished directing a play,
You did.
Yep.
and then I went on a small vacation, and then it was suddenly the holidays, and we just couldn't get. I mean, we were just swamped.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
It was
bought
like,
a
hey, we're
Jeep.
gonna get back together
You
after the
bought a Jeep.
wedding
I bought a
and
Jeep.
everything, and then it was like, oh no, I'm in West Virginia this week, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then it was like 3 months went
We
by.
missed
Yeah.
November. I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
We did miss November.
We'll make up for it next year.
And then Christmas happened, and I went to Tennessee.
Yeah, you went to Tennessee.
So it was just
It was a
just
lot.
crazy. So a couple of quick recaps before we get to the show started. Really, all right. So 2 things that affect the podcast happened. First of all, well, I was in West Virginia. West Virginia was a great trip. I had a great time, and I was I was listening to my phone outside when I was in the hot tub. I was listening to another podcast, and my phone died. And I thought it was I'd been out all day, and I thought it was maybe I didn't see it, like I was on 12% or whatever, and my battery died or whatever. And so I get done in the hot tub, I go plug in my battery, and the phone won't charge. So my phone died. Literally died. So I had to buy a new phone. It's the whole thing. However, because of that, our TikTok account was on the phone.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh, well, that won't be a problem. I'll just put in the email and get a password sent back, because I couldn't remember the password to save my life, which is rare. Usually I only use a handful of them, and I can kind of figure it out. And apparently I didn't do that. And apparently when you sign up for TikTok, you can sign up for TikTok without, just via your phone without an email address.
Oh.
And so I didn't put an email address for it.
You can't use your phone number?
No, because it won't send it
Because
to
the message would go to his phone.
You're
that
right.
he can't use.
We've tried everything and it won't work. It's been a mess.
That's the dumbest system I've ever heard.
Absolutely. So
There's no contact TikTok support.
it's in China.
Oh,
So
You would think so,
Wait,
but
okay, never mind.
so that's why. Okay, new year, new you. That's what we're doing. Okay, so that'll be fine.
In fairness, it was very new, so it's not like it's been growing for 12
and I
years.
still have most of the videos that we've done, so I'm just going to re-upload them to the new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it'll be fine. So we haven't lost contact. We just lost. It's just the name is real easy. It's just going to be weird next time around. All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Our website was hacked.
Yep.
Guys, when you're just this cool, I mean, you would be hacked
Everybody
too.
wants to be us.
While I was also in I blame West Virginia for this. While I was in West Virginia, the website got hacked, and so I have a friend who helps me with the website, and she's out of Tennessee, and she's lovely. Shout out to Leslie. Thank you for helping us out. Leslie, it got to the point where Leslie would have to do like special hacker stuff to get in to get the website back.
Well, get at it, Leslie.
And then she's all like, "Oh, I'm going to find this guy. I'm going to find this guy and kill him." I'm just like, Leslie, I don't want that. I just want the website. No, I'm going to find out where he lives.
I kind of like her way of thinking.
Right. I mean, I'm just like, I just hope like he gets a bad stomach virus and like his kids get held back, in school for a year. Because I used to say, I hope the kids don't read, never learn to read.
No.
But that's bad.
No.
Right?
May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest his pubic hair.
Ow.
Wow.
See, that just sounds like it's a lot of work.
See, I think
a lot of fleas.
I mean, it's a small website, so it's not like like if you told money from me, that'd be different.
Yeah.
What is the point of hacking the website? Like, if you were a hacker and you're like, I'm going to hack a web, like, why?
So he can redirect it to like sites that have
porn. That makes sense.
Things things
Yeah.
that hit.
No, that makes sense.
So that's what. But so we had to get So the website is back, but it's been reset to like what I would like to call garbage. And so it's not.
So it needs to be rebuilt.
So it's got to be rebuilt. And so I don't think we're doing that this year. And so I think the website's. I think I'm pulling the website down and redirecting all the links to, like, ScottyWhite.com will go to probably one of the Facebook pages. This will go to our Facebook page or YouTube page, things like that. And then hopefully your company
Craft Show Digital
will be. I have talked to Drew about new websites, and so
Okay.
this is something that's on the list, but it's not a high priority because the website gets some traction, but it doesn't get as much as like the YouTube pages or the podcast page. So I'm not as concerned about it, but it was just a nightmare to deal with.
Wow.
I think I know the identity of who's behind all of it. It's Mothman. It has to be.
It has to be
Mothman.
The Mothman.
I mean,
I touched his butt.
You were in West Virginia.
Yeah, it has
and
been.
so it has to be Mothman.
Hey.
Absolutely.
I touched Mothman's butt.
You did.
like the other day.
No, when I was in West Virginia.
I was gonna say, because if it was just the other day, then she might have righted the wrongs. She fixed it.
It was when I was in West Virginia. That's the problem. You didn't take me this time, and I couldn't touch his butt again.
I got you. I didn't go to Point Pleasant this time. But
Well, maybe you should have gone.
I don't
Yes,
know
I
what
should-
Mothman is. I feel a little left out right now.
Oh well, then we'll have to.
That'll have to be a different episode.
I thought
whole
that was a
episode.
character.
That's a Tuesdays
It's-
with Scotty episode.
Okay.
Mothman is very much like Bigfoot.
Yeah, he's a cryptoid
I'm sorry.
or cryptid.
In other words, there are Mothman sightings, but for real, like
No lie.
no lie, the government's
They-
gotten involved.
Like, yeah,
There's books.
they blame him
Nuh-uh.
for an entire bridge collapse.
Yes.
No,
He's so powerful.
No, he didn't collapse the bridge. He came and warned people that something was bad was going to happen,
Yeah.
and then the bridge collapse happened afterwards.
Well, but there are some people who think that it was.
This can't be real.
was
Y'all are just
Mothman.
like, you
I
guys
swear to God.
pre-chatted before we got here. You're like,
Hand
we're
to
gonna
God.
talk about-
Hand to God.
oh,
Mothman's real.
you know, honestly, I may just add the Mothman prophecies to our movie list.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching
Mothman
Mothman
Prophecies
Prophecies.
is a movie,
Yeah.
and it's based
Richard
on
Gere.
the real Mothman. Oh, Richard Gere.
It's really early in the season for gerbling.
Callbacks.
gerbil. That's what it was, not hamster.
It was
It was gerbil.
I thought it was hamstering.
No, I when
Gerbling.
you sent the picture, I knew what you're talking
You
about.
Yeah.
need a critter with a long tail so you can pull him by the tail.
Stop it. You can stop it right now. Shut it down. 2023 is going to be better, people. It's going to be better. We've got to make it better.
I don't think so.
Oh God.
Mothman prophecies.
Yeah, the Mothman
Yeah.
prophecies.
That's
my
some.
gosh.
Yeah. That's the movie. There's probably
I-
tons of books on.
When I lived in
Mothman.
West Virginia and went to school there, we watched that movie as part of while in our history class.
When we went to the Mothman Museum, there's props and stuff from the movie there.
There's a museum.
There's a museum
And a statue.
How have I never
There's a
heard of this?
statue.
Yeah, we got pictures by the statue. The next West Virginia trip,
Everybody should go.
We all should go. We should just take a trip to West
road
Virginia.
trip to West Virginia.
West Virginia podcast up there. The West Virginia road trip.
Yo, I'm gonna go down like a slippery slope on this. Like it started already.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about weird stuff, and this doesn't have to do with anything, I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole, as one does. So we're familiar that there's a small population of our country of our planet who believes that the Earth is flat,
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
and so
You get any map on any wall.
it's flat. I was watching this channel. I think it's Simon Dan is the show, but on Fridays he does Flat Earth Fridays, where he finds flat Earth videos and just debunks them in the most hilarious way. But the one he showed this week was a guy, some redneck, because they're all rednecks. They're just like out in the middle of nowhere. He's got one of those thermal guns, thermal thermometers, and he's trying to take temperature of the sun with it.
That's cute. God love him. Wow.
Please continue.
And just was like, because the sun is so close to us. That's because apparently within the flat Earth model, and I don't understand it, but flat Earth model, the sun is like right close above us, and it moves this way and back and forth, and that's how we get light and whatever. And so the flat earthers have been for a while trying to do the thermal thing to get the temperature of the moon, but he was like, I don't do what everyone else does. I do my own thing. I do my own research. So we're going to take the temperature of the sun.
Oh God.
And so he goes out and takes temperature readings of the sun.
What was it?
It's
I'm so
like
curious.
142 or something.
It has a fever.
Yeah, it has a fever. But see, lasers don't work that way because they're not, especially
They won't go that far.
Well, they won't go that far.
It's not that far, guys. It's
And-
just right here.
Right, it's just right there. But those lasers, when they're only precise for like this big, and then they start dissipating.
Yep.
So he was getting a wide area of nothing, and so it was.
Oh bless
Those
it.
are people
Well,
that think it's
so,
flat. They don't
look,
care.
If you're listeners, if there's a flat earther out there, God love you. However,
Bless it.
here's my question for you, and I need to know the answer, because the other side of this is that it's a conspiracy to keep us in the dark that the Earth is flat, and I want to know why. Why is it important that we need to know that the Earth is round?
Yeah, who benefits from us thinking the Earth is flat?
Because
Exactly.
if you get to the edge and you go to the upside down, all hell breaks loose, and they need you to not venture to the edges of the Earth.
You shouldn't
It's
do that.
flat.
Damn it.
It's a circle. You just go in circles. It's fine.
So what you're
Come on
saying
now.
is every single pilot in the world, when they get their pilot training, they are told, don't tell people
Yes.
that the Earth is
Yeah.
flat.
Listen,
Exactly.
it's just like becoming president. There's things that you have to say that you'll never talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
We had a level of that with the drone pilot license.
Yeah,
I can't
and-
talk about it.
and airplane, airplane
So you
windows trick you. The curvature of the Earth doesn't exist. That's
Right.
just airplane windows.
And NASA is not real. It's all fake.
It's on TV.
Yeah.
It's all
Oh,
fake.
I knew
so.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
we didn't go to the moon. That
And then
was, that was-
satellites.
Oh, that's a
you
whole
know,
that's a whole different conspiracy.
Lord have mercy.
all
Stanley
we do
Kubrick
for
did that.
satellites is we just attach them to a pole and then pull them really far one way and let go, and they just look like they're rotating us, and they just do this the whole time.
It's I just want to know why. What's the why? Who's the benefit? No one tells me that. They're just like power, like control. Like I think they're already powerful. They already control us. So what is? I'm not certain.
I haven't moved past Mothman. I'm gonna be on. Like I'm gonna go home and watch stuff. Is what I'm saying right
Yeah.
now. Maybe not the prophecies.
Yeah,
if
no,
we're
there's
doing that.
there's a YouTube rabbit hole.
There's a
Yeah, oh, yeah.
there's an interesting side thing about the Mothman is that people who have Mothman sightings are visited by agents of the government who wear black suits and sunglasses.
Men in Black.
The Men in
I was
Black,
gonna say,
and they're
Men in Black.
but the Men in Black, that story predates the movie. That's where the idea of the movie comes from.
Okay.
Yeah,
They also have a Mothman festival every year.
Yep.
Mhm.
Where are we? What has happened? We have to go to that. When is that?
I don't know. I want to go
Scotty?
to the Mothman Festival.
We have a producer who can Google that stuff.
I'm already on it.
I didn't know if you just knew from because Scotty used to live there. He might be in Cahoots.
Cahoots.
Cahoots. I'm getting there, guys. Okay. It's Sunday. He might be teamed up with Mothman. We might have already lost him.
So the next Mothman Festival for this year is September 16th and 17th.
Nice.
We can make that-
September.
We can make that work.
I feel like we need to make a plan to go to the
We
Mothman
could probably
Festival.
make that work.
We can make that work.
There's a free Mothman app that's for the festival.
Holy ballsack.
That's amazing.
So,
Okay.
well, let's road trip.
All right.
Do they have costumes? Are we dressing up?
Yeah.
It
yes.
does seem there's cosplay.
Oh, Mothman
Um,
cosplay.
There's
Yeah.
some guest
That's what I'm saying.
speakers.
I don't even know what he looks like, but let's do it.
Let's see what guest speakers they got.
How about I just never look him up and then I just dress the way I think he should be dressed?
So they don't have the list of their speakers yet. It just says
Spandex.
paranormal pros.
Okay. I'm ready.
Paranormal
Well,
pros. All right. I'm excited, y'all. I'm going to get one of those little like desks that you attach that you can wear and just type the whole time. And
This
I'm going
would
to
be
take notes on
amazing.
everybody.
This will be amazing.
Mhm. Need a microphone so I can just walk around. But it has to be one of those echoey ones. So I ask them questions and then it just echoes.
You bought a Jeep.
I did buy a Jeep. I'm very excited. So my husband has a Jeep, and he has a God, what year? 2015 4-door Wrangler, whatever. And so the times that I have borrowed his Jeep to like go to the beach, I'll take the top off and all that. I'll come back and he yells at me because there's either sand in his Jeep or mud on his
Aw.
tires, which I have to remind him it's a Jeep.
He has a Barbie Jeep.
He has a Barbie Jeep. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get my own Jeep. And I want a little 2-door, like where I can just get in it, take the top off, go to the beach, and you can suck it.
Yep.
So I got a Jeep and it's amazing. It's like has a lift kit, little 2-door. It's like a 2003, I think.
Okay.
Great shape. Has a lift kit on it, big 35-inch tires, super cool rims, has leather seats, kick-ass stereo system. All this is aftermarket, all kinds of aftermarket stuff. And I don't care if I get mud on it. So there.
Unless Jamie drives
Or
it.
sand. Yeah, well, that was a joke when he drove it yesterday. So I went to New Orleans with Scotty, and
For
he
the,
sends me a post on Facebook, a picture of him driving my Jeep. So I had to make a joke and say, "Don't get sand in it. Don't get mud on my tires."
Yeah, we went to Fan Expo.
So it was kind of awesome.
That's what we went to.
Fan Expo was. I enjoyed the time. I thought the convention was, meh.
It was a convention.
It was a convention. I bought glitter.
You did buy glitter.
So I was very excited.
It was
about
very
that.
interesting glitter too.
It was. I got Stormtrooper glitter, Supernatural glitter, Mardi Gras glitter. It's great. So are you looking for Mothman?
Yeah, I'm looking for the pic. There it is.
That's at the. Oh, yes,
That's the Mothman statue of Point Pleasant.
No way. This is not a for real thing. guys. That's a robot.
That's a statue. No, that's a statue.
That's the statue.
But it looks like a like even if it's not a statue, he doesn't look real.
No. They've got like in the museum, Justina. They have a actual size Mothman hanging from the ceiling, and
Yeah.
he doesn't quite look like that.
There's
He's like that's just their
which
like.
if when we go to the festival, we can go to the museum because it's right next to it.
Yeah, we've been there.
And-
It's fun.
And then also on top of that, they have a hayride.
Oh, we can dress up like in my bees.
We could all dress like MIBs.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm
Ooh,
down
that would
for
be
that.
dope.
Black.
Yeah,
All in
I'm down
black.
for that.
That would be
Yeah.
That would be
dope.
awesome.
That would be dope.
Can we please post this in the show notes?
Yeah.
That's not real.
Absolutely.
That's I need to know the percentage of people who believe in Mothman also believe that the earth is flat because I feel like it's high.
I don't know if I could get those numbers, but
They're probably about the same.
That's pretty awesome.
So yeah, that's the Mothman. While she's enjoying Mothman prophecy things over here, we like I said we went to Fanboy Expo Fan Expo, Fanboy Expo. It's kind of what it was.
I know, fanboy.
It is a large convention center with a little con in it, and it's lots of celebrities. That was the cool thing.
Yeah.
And the weird one for us was the kid from Stranger Things, who
Joseph Quinn.
Joseph Quinn, who,
Which one?
That was Eddie.
Eddie, the guitar
Yeah.
kid.
Okay.
He was there, and man, his line was packed.
I'm
All
not- I'm
full
not
of
surprised-
girls.
yeah.
All full of
I was
girls.
about to say because after Stranger Things, he blew up.
He did, and he was great in Stranger Things, but he was charging $100.
Well,
Hey, if you can.
that's usually decided by the
Sure, but okay. Let me flip this over. I met Sam Raimi.
yes. Yeah,
Who's big?
I had some other. Gray also met.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
met Sam Raimi, who was lovely, and I brought 2 laser discs for him to sign, one for The Quick and the Dead and one for Darkman, 2 of my favorite Sam Raimi movies. And first of all, he was really excited that I had laser discs. It was just like, oh my god, laser discs! You got the laser discs. The other thing I admired about him is that he asked me my name and then he constantly used it.
Mhm.
And,
That's
was-
nice.
and like as a connection, it's like,
Yeah.
cool, Scotty. I'm glad you. I mean, and wasn't dismissive. It was just like, this man knows how to talk to human beings.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful interaction.
He was also in his suit because Sam always directs movies in suits.
Mhm.
So he wore his suit, which I thought was great. Really lovely. However, he was only charging $75. He has directed like 20 movies, including blockbusters. The 3 Spider-Man movies. He did Doctor Strange, and
Like big movies.
yeah, big movies.
yeah.
Like
And he was only
And,
$75.
and on top of that, there's the new Evil Dead film coming out.
coming out, right? Exactly. And so,
But you can get more money off of people's desires
oh no,
and their loins.
oh, got you.
And their loins.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Those girls. We did. Steph and I also saw the Jodie Benson and Paige O'Hara, who's the voice of Ariel and Belle. And the cutest thing was all the little kids dressed up as Ariel and Belle.
I
getting
know, it
autographs.
was
It was
adorable.
adorable.
That's so cute.
Just like, I'm like, I'm actually meeting Ariel, and it's just like I could just see it in their brains.
It was cute.
Because they still sound like them.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I wonder if they hand anything out to the kids.
I don't know.
Like if I was like Jody, like she's done all this aerial stuff,
Right.
I would have something like maybe seashells,
All right.
and like you would give each one like a like, like or a
Forks
fork.
would be great.
Like you go to see Santa, he gives you a candy cane,
Yeah.
right? You see
Cereal, you get a fork.
like a kid
Yeah.
comes, you
Get
give
a
her something.
whatchamacallit. Thingamajig.
Yes, here's a
Thingamajig.
thingamajig.
Here's a thingamajig.
Here's a thingamajig. That would be neat. I'm gonna reach out to her publicist.
That'd be a good
Yeah.
idea. Forks are cheap.
But the con was okay. However, but here's what I liked about it. So the reason why we went, we weren't planning on going. We were going last year
That was
Because-
going to be good.
because Kevin Smith was going to be there.
We
last
Yeah.
talked
year.
is the
Yeah,
one
we
you guys
talked
were
about
gonna
that.
see Kevin
We
Smith at.
talked about
Yeah,
how I
and-
was going to talk him into letting me be in one of his.
Yeah, we
movies.
had a whole
I
thing.
remember all
we had
that.
plans.
Yeah, we
So-
talked about how he dropped.
Right. So he dropped because of COVID, but he was like
supposed to reschedule.
he was supposed to reschedule for this year. So when that happens, the company was like, "Hey, do you want to just postpone your tickets to next year? We'll honor them." And I was like,
Sure.
"Sure, we'll see him next year." Oh, I can wait a year. And then he didn't come. And so
Come on, man.
And so I got a VIP upgrade because I just wanted an autograph. She was getting a photo, and my thought was I'd just give her the pass so she could walk through
Mhm.
and get the photo quicker than
if I wanted to get, I changed my mind, but yeah,
Right. Well, you paid for a photo.
I didn't pay for a photo.
Yeah, you did.
Whose photo did I get?
No one's. This was last year.
You mean
Yeah,
for
for Kevin's-
Kevin?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Kevin,
yeah. We're talking about Kevin. I'm talking about
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, Kevin, I totally would have gotten a
Yeah,
photo.
right. You.
I
paid
think you're
for
like
it.
I wasn't gonna get a photo. I was like, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
We also paid for tickets to
His show.
for a show, which they're refunding to me, but they're like, we're going to send you a check, and that may be 13 weeks before you get it.
Jeez.
So if that shows up, we'll see. But I got the VIP upgrade. I figured I'd just get one because I just wanted an autograph. She wants the photo, and we can just switch back and forth
Right.
to get the
Mhm.
experience.
Mhm.
And this is how they get you. So I get the VIP spot, and for me, for collecting autographs, most of the time when you go to these cons with a VIP, there's like a separate line. It's like you've got a line that swiggles around for everybody, and then there's like a quick line, fast paced line for VIPs.
Mhm.
They have that, but they also have a concierge service,
which is amazing.
So, and it was carpeted, and you just walked up to them and was like, "Oh, I would like Sam Raimi," and like, "Oh, right this way, Mr. White,"
and then they
Jeez.
escort you to Sam Raimi.
escorted me to Sam Raimi, and like I was like, "Oh, well, I'm buying this
Like
ticket again."
fangirled a little bit, and you're like, don't mind if I do
Right.
every other time now.
Right. I'm just like, well, they have my money every year now. This is what There's somebody I want to see. This is what I'm doing.
Right.
Those red carpets, man,
Man,
they get you.
they got me. That carpet was like, I
Do
want
we
the
need
carpet.
a carpet this year? Yes. The carpet's a big deal.
If anyone from Pensacon is listening,
Mm-hmm.
I like Pensacon. It's a good show. We work it.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a fun show for us. That's how they should do the VIP experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That is just the concierge your way up there. Oh man,
That
that's
would be fantastic.
that's how it should be done.
But the problem, I could see why it would be difficult at Pensacon because they have multiple rooms. Like, where would you go for the concert?
the autograph rooms are they're both east and west wing,
Yeah.
and so you could.
But not anymore. Then you've got some downstairs. They usually put Star Wars.
And
people.
then-
that's
They've
right, they
got-
got
Yeah,
the
and
Star
then,
Wars
they,
hole.
and then this last year they put Lou Ferrigno in the main.
Yeah, and I felt so bad
Bad
for
for
him
Lou
because you
Ferrigno.
couldn't even get to him because
Yeah,
of the
Poor
crowd.
Lou. But,
So yeah,
So do it better. I mean, really though.
hey Pensacola, build a convention center.
that's
please.
what it is.
Yeah.
That is exactly what.
Duh.
That is.
We love
Hey,
you.
guess what,
We love you
Pensacola?
and we want you to grow.
Mobile has a convention center. I'm just saying.
Mobile get a real convention.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
Mobile get a real convention? Bring Pensacon to Mobile.
This is what we like to
something.
call the shade section. of the podcast.
Yeah, here we are. We have a great convention center and no convention. Pensacola has a great convention and no convention center. Maybe we should put our powers together.
I guess yeah. They should. They
Because-
should.
Mobicon is like it's a step
Look.
down from Pensacon.
But
No, it's way steps down
Look,
from
look,
Pensacon.
I don't want to give shade to Mobilecon. No, Mobilecon's
It's
a lovely.
different.
It's lovely for what it is, and they know exactly what they are.
Yeah.
They're a fun weekend for some for fans of some stuff, and it's
Yeah, it's more like an anime and gaming convention. It's not
And in fairness,
for the big
they're
stars.
not super established like Pensacon is.
right, right.
So they might get there.
No.
You'll never know.
No, they've been around
Yeah,
for
They've been
20
doing
years.
it enough
I'm so
years.
sorry. I thought it was only a couple.
no,
No,
so
Mobilecon's like-
obviously
Mobilecon's
they're
been around
not
for
doing
20 years.
Over,
I stand
Over
corrected.
20 years.
over. My first
Wow.
Mobicon, I was 15.
No, I thought
Ooh.
I thought that just recently started.
No, they
And they
used
had it at the Marriott. You remember the
Yeah,
Paul Marriott?
That's super
Absolutely.
sad. I take all that back. Just kidding.
That's the
Okay.
that's the first.
they
one I
are
went
well
to.
established. Just
Yeah. Whereas Pensacon is
Well,
much
it's
younger
not
comparatively, and they've already.
anyway,
I did not know that.
I am not a runner of cons, so I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I
No,
they're
I don't
doing,
either.
I-
so-
And trust me, I don't want that job. Whoever
Yeah.
we
We're definitely talking
moderate.
from the outside.
we
looking at-
moderate for
Yeah.
Pensacon, and
I feel like that'd be kind of fun though.
I've seen the craziness from that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not, con runners have to deal with like guests, and they also got to deal with like
Talent.
celebrity and just
It's a lot.
logistics and just like no, there are special people who run those things, and thank God.
Justina could do it.
I'm over here like
Oh, she's
that
got
sounds like my job
Just-
on a scaled level.
right.
I could do that.
You could
I
run
could do that.
you could
I would have a clipboard.
you
Yeah.
could run the Mopcast Network con one day.
Okay.
There you go.
Be like, I don't care how you have to do it. Just do it.
the MopCon.
Mopcon,
Whoa, MopCon.
MobCon.
I like it.
Heard it here first.
It's a new year.
It's a new year.
But we've seen a lot of movies last year, and it's one of my favorite segments that we do every year. I think we've only done this is the second time.
No, it doesn't matter. Our annual game of.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's do our top 10 movies of 2022.
Okay.
I would like to start by saying last year I had 11 movies that I watched from 21. So I only had to get rid of one. So I
Right.
just kept it on the list because I watched
Okay.
35 movies from 22. And that shit was hard.
It is hard.
It was so hard.
I watched 25. I didn't think I'd watch that much. I spent this year catching up on TV series that I was not checking off my list that I've been putting off. So I watched a lot of TV this year.
I did kind of a mix. I realistically Pluto TV ruined me this year.
Mhm.
All fall I was watching Star Trek Next Generation or Deep Space Nine because I've been working so hard or do the play. My brain just like I can't focus on like plot.
Right.
I know this show. I can just kind of veg out and drool until I go to sleep. Text to Kisa. Just
There you go.
so it's what I
That's
do.
cute.
It's what I do. All right. You have honorable mentions and like things you were disappointed in.
Yes.
I want to start with those before we get to the. Does anyone else have any honorable mentions or Caleb doesn't? Yeah, I know you
No.
don't, right?
Okay, first of all, that was rude. And no.
I didn't mean to be rude. I was just trying to make it
You know what? I
streamlined.
do have one
Okay, cool.
that we just watched that I want to talk about.
Sure. So
Okay.
let's.
That didn't make your list.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Didn't even realize it was from last year.
Okay. Cool. All right. So we'll start with your first honorable mention.
My first honorable mention was Glass Onion.
Oh.
I really enjoyed it. I really wanted to find space for it on
Gotcha.
my list. It's new. I mean, like I've seen it recently. But there were just other things that, I felt needed to go on the list before it.
I understand. My 4 honorable mentions are the same
Yeah.
way.
That's my first one.
That's why I have 4. My first one is Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Are you shitting me?
I mean,
I know Caleb saw it.
I have
saw
not
it. I
seen
like
It's
it.
We
hilarious.
saw it. Yeah.
It's clever
good.
and cute and funny, and I had a joy watching it. But that being said, I only watched it the once, so I'm like, yeah, that can't make the top 10 list. But man, it was clever. It was so damn. Plus, there was like an alternate universe sock cop in it. That sock cop should sue.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's fantastic.
Who's coming on the show soon? He's
Hey.
I ran into him Friday for Uncle Henry's birthday party.
Nice.
Wonderful.
So, your honorable mention.
I think I'd probably do Glass Onion too, because I struggled with that one. I enjoyed the movie, but I didn't have anywhere to put it on my
Yeah.
list.
Gotcha.
There's a couple where I was like, I liked you a lot, but it was hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. I don't like this game.
It's weird because you've got movies that go on your list. You got movies that you wanted to put on your list but didn't have room. You got movies that you just were very upset about. And then you have
This movie makes
movies
me mad.
that were just meh and don't go anywhere, so I'm not going to mention them.
Sure.
So, but anyway, I get it.
Your second.
School for Good and Evil.
Oh, the Netflix one.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And I really, really enjoyed that movie. I'm not saying it's an Oscar winner or anything like that, but I enjoyed watching it. And I'm like, I really want to put it on here. It doesn't deserve it as far as movie standards go, but I liked it. So
My number 2 was Bullet Train. I really like Bullet Train. I just could not find space in the top 10 for it. Bullet Train is silly action,
it's
Oh,
a
it's
great movie.
fantastic.
I love
and
it. Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it.
It's on my list.
The thing that kept it off the list for me is when we see the final bad guy. I was like, okay. I wasn't like. I felt I should have had my socks knocked off because it's all this buildup and it's just like, oh, he's a competent actor. It's great. It's fine. But I was like, oh, all right. And so, however, that being said, the setups and stuff in that movie are just brilliant. The action scenes are crazy and fun. I highly recommend it. I saw it in theaters. So yeah, so Bullet Train's my second one.
I actually might have an honorable mention, but
Sure.
I can wait.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and do it.
The Bob's Burgers movie. If you're a fan of the show, I think it's a great watch. But if you aren't, it might be a little harder to get into because
That was my problem with it.
the type of humor, and but I liked it as a fan.
I saw that too. I don't watch the show.
Mhm.
I've seen some episodes. I was familiar with the characters, so I could follow along. My problem with it is that a movie like that should do 2 things: have something for
The non-fans.
the non-fans to get you into, because it should serve as advertisement, like makes me want to watch the show.
Yep.
And it didn't. That being said, the musical numbers and the dance numbers inside it are just fantastic.
Yeah, which
They're
the show
fun to watch.
Which the show itself is known for having
Right,
good
exactly.
musical
And
numbers.
so they're bigger and better. And yeah, I feel you on that. You got another one?
Do you have any more? Was Glass Onion?
So I think no, I actually do want to talk about one because I talked to Derby Wife a lot about it in the car. I watched the movie Persuasion and I thought it was really good.
but it wasn't my like. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but I enjoyed watching it. So I just want to give a shout out to that.
Shout out Persuasion.
All right. My
it was really
last
good.
one was The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It was a ridiculous movie.
It's a ridiculous
It
title.
was Nick Cage kind of playing himself,
Oh, it was great.
Mhm.
but I laughed all the way through it. I had fun. Yeah, I really wanted to put it on my list, but there were just some other things that
I
Yeah,
haven't even
but-
heard of that.
it's
Oh,
hilarious.
Oh, we'll talk about it more because it's on my list.
Yeah, I
It
wanted
made-
to
it
put
made
it
my
on my
list.
list. Yeah, there was just some other stuff.
Um,
There were some other things. There are things on my list that I think Massive Talent is a better movie than,
Mm.
but some of the other items I enjoyed more. So it's
I gotcha.
weird. It's weird.
my next honorable mention is Confess Fletch.
I've never even heard of that.
Well, it's John Hamm as Fletch. It's the new
Oh, you
Fletch.
told me about
It's
that.
the new Fletch movie.
Yeah.
And I need John Hamm to be Fletch more often. It's great. It's fun to watch. It was real fun. Anybody else got a third?
No.
I have my last one. This was the one that was on the list for most of the list until I built the list, and I was like, it ended up going off. The Banshees in Inisherin. It's Colin Farrell movie about Ireland in the 1920s. It's the island off the coast of Ireland during the Irish Civil War.
I need to watch that.
And it's has nothing to do with the war. What happens is two friends, Colin Farrell, and I cannot think of can you find out what the other guy's name is? It's maybe Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
I love Brendan Gleeson.
And maybe Brendan Gleeson.
Let's see.
Anyway, they are friends, and then the other guy doesn't want to be Colin Farrell's friend anymore.
Oh yeah, it's Gleason.
The other guy's Brendan Gleeson. So Brendan Gleeson. So he's in
I
heard
remember seeing
about
trailers
that.
for that. It looks so
forgot
good.
all
I
about it.
it's on
didn't get to-
HBO. You can wait till
Yeah.
Max.
I need to watch it.
He's in Gleason in Harry Potter. He's a Harry Potter guy,
he's-
right?
Yeah.
He's the
Mad
guy.
Eye Moody.
I was gonna say, is that Moody?
Yeah,
that's
that's
Moody.
Mad Eye
Yeah,
Moody.
so Gleason does not want to be Colin Farrell's friend anymore, and that's the movie. That's the plot and the setup right there. And Colin Farrell doesn't know why he doesn't want to be his friend, and is trying to figure it out. And it just goes darker and funnier, and
Interesting.
it's a black comedy, and it's great, and it's just the performances are amazing.
What was that called again?
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Okay.
And so it's I recommend it. It just didn't make my list. I think it's a more fun character study than it is a plot. I think.
All right.
What was your UGG?
I have three of
I have
them.
two.
My first one is Clerks 3.
Amen.
I couldn't. I was so
I knew
disappointed.
you were gonna have that on there. I
I
knew
was
it.
So, and I'm so fucking disappointed. As a huge Kevin Smith fan, it's not what I wanted at all. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's even with the surprise at the end, and that scene after that, which
Yeah.
is a touching scene.
Right. I mean, but
The movie just looks bad. Like, it doesn't look like it's shot well. It looks like it's
it was just bad.
just not didn't
Sorry,
care for it.
Kevin. I just know.
Swing and a miss.
My second, another one that I had looked forward to for a long time, and even got together with people for a party for this movie.
Hocus Pocus 2?
Yes, Hocus Pocus 2.
It's on your
A
list.
lot of people did parties.
a lot of people did.
My
that.
God. I was like, oh, this is terrible.
It seemed more Disney. More like
It seemed like
Disney
they
musical.
were totally just trying to make money,
Mhm.
and it didn't have a
Clerks
story.
3
with
feels like a crash grab too.
I mean, it was just like I was so disappointed. I bought 3 different T-shirts for that movie because I didn't know. I
So
did not
sorry.
know what I wanted to wear, and I was so excited. And I love Hocus Pocus, and it was like, this is some shit. So
I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
My UGG is Thor: Love and Thunder.
oh, that's one of mine.
Oh, that's on my list.
Yeah, that's on my list.
And no, it's fine.
I was just not a fan of it.
I wasn't either. There are bits in it that I find incredibly charming.
I agree.
But overall, that movie's a mess. What I do like, I think the best bit in the damn movie is Thor trying to like talk to Mjolnir.
That is
yeah.
100% the only thing good about that movie.
And Stormbreaker's like the
And just
girlfriend.
floats in.
It's just-
Oh, it's
that
fantastic.
stuff's so funny,
Oh,
but it just
fantastic.
kind of falls flat. The
He
ending,
sounds douchey.
the end
Thor
end
is
fight's fun
douchey.
though.
But
I like the end
it's
fight.
it was just it wasn't normal Thor. It
Yeah,
was just like
just-
douchey, unpleasant Thor.
And then when
I
you
don't
find
know.
out,
I'd
like
still do them.
you find out how like the mess they make it. Taika Waititi is supposed to direct it. He didn't direct a movie. He just directed a bunch of seasons. They just kind of fixed it in editing.
Oh my
there's a
gosh. So
bunch
they
of-
half-assed it.
They half-assed it, and so
You can tell.
it's just kind of But
That was I don't really have any that like I'm upset with, but I have some where I was like, I expected more.
Yeah.
Like Thor's one of them, Jurassic
I've-
World.
I've got
that one
more.
up
I didn't even
Debbie.
see
on my
that
list.
one.
Like it was one of those where it's like
Jurassic World made my list.
See, I didn't see it. I didn't,
like
'cause
it was
I
okay,
haven't
but it
gotten
just
a chance to watch it. But
What's the
I've
one
had
before
friends
it?
that liked it.
This one was Dominion.
Yeah, this is Dominion.
World
so,
Dominion, yeah.
World Dominion.
Jurassic World's the one before, right?
So it's Jurassic
there's
World
one
and
in
it's
between.
Jurassic World.
There's one in between.
is this
There's
the
the
third-
others. This is the third
This is the
with
third one, right?
World,
with
yeah,
what's his face, yeah.
which
Oh.
brings everybody in. It brings all the
Oh, yeah, all the
legacy characters
originals.
in.
I like.
I mean, it was interesting.
Did
It's
we
just
see the second one? The second one
Fallen
together?
Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom. That's
yeah,
the second
Fallen
one.
Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. Okay, Fallen Kingdom is a bunch of bullshit until like the end when it becomes Resident Evil. Like they're trapped in a house with dinosaur
Yeah.
clones and shit. I'm like, okay, it took a while to get here, but I like this part of the movie.
Right.
I don't know. I just
didn't
wasn't
see
very
the,
happy.
I didn't
with
see
it.
I didn't see the new one, so
I also have Top Gun as one of my meh.
You mean Maverick?
Yeah.
Eh,
I just feel I don't know. Like I
Don't.
but
let
the
Jamie
original
hear you
I
say
told him
that.
last night.
oh, Jamie listens to
The
podcasts.
original Top Gun, I think because I have a very like emotional connection to it, it just it's not going to hit the same way because I actually watched that when I was 9,
Uh-huh.
and so this one it was like I don't know. So I don't know if it's just I only like it because of that emotional connection and it's not there. But I don't. It was okay. I don't have to watch
I've
it
got one
again.
more.
I actually have two
Maz.
Maz.
Give one and then she's got one more.
yeah,
And then y'all see it.
Black Adam.
Oh pff, yeah.
I
Oh
didn't even
God!
watch
Why
it.
didn't I put that on my
Yeah.
biggest
Did
disappointment?
you watch it?
I watched half of it.
Yeah,
I
What
watched
does that
half of
tell
it
you?
too. Like,
It was awful.
I finished it.
like my.
I never even started it.
It is terrible.
How do you bring in two characters that are linked to Black Adam yet not write in their links?
It is
Right.
the stupidest movie.
Like, because Hawkman, he is reincarnated. He would have been there when Black Adam did all of his shenanigans in the past.
yeah.
I just it's I don't know who directed it, but he was like, "Oh, I've seen Zack Snyder's Watchmen. Let's just make a movie about
Well,
Dr. Manhattan killing everybody."
It's,
Right.
it's because The Rock pushed them because he produced it. He pushed them to make him the star.
I'm sure, but it's like
And then
Black Adam
and then
just
lied about
murders
how- and then they-
so
yeah.
many people.
Hey,
And then they lied about how much they made too.
Hey, Rock, if you're listening to this, nobody cares.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
there you go. All right, my last one. This will hurt your feelings probably. The Secrets of Dumbledore. I was extremely pissed off at the whole casting change. And I couldn't get past that.
I forgot about that.
I think.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's
I
right.
think
I couldn't get past that.
I didn't watch
for
it, but
reasons.
I think I didn't watch it, but I think Mad should have been there from the
He's a
start.
he's a great actor. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. He's an amazing actor, but I was kind of
Yeah.
salty
No,
about
I
why
understand
why
it.
there is a casting change.
yeah.
And
Did
also
the cast change on that?
Yeah, 'cause
Johnny
they-
Oh,
Depp.
Johnny
I
Depp.
got you. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
And,
Depp-
From Amber Heard.
also I was bored,
Yeah.
literally bored watching it. And it's like I've never been bored watching any of the Harry Potter movies, so
Okay.
I was very disappointed.
Caleb, your last one.
My last one is Firestarter, which I'm surprised you didn't talk about.
Oh, it's so bad. I didn't want it near the bad list because it would
I
taint
didn't even
it.
see it.
Now I will talk about it. Oh, goddamn shitty fucking movie. I love Firestarter. I love the book. I love the original movie. They made I just want
And
to punch everybody
what's
in it.
sad is that
Feels like they all just pumped out movies
and
this
it's
last
so
year.
weird because they had a good cast.
Sure, they people could act. They had no story. It was
Yeah.
just not
Like,
happening.
How do you put Zac Efron in such a shitty position?
Oh God, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, I'm nauseous now. All right, let's talk about good movies.
Yeah, let's
All
talk
right,
about it,
let's
yeah.
do it.
All right, so
We'll start at the bottom. like
we'll
we did
stop
last
at the
time?
bottom. We'll go. We'll just go around
Yeah,
to
go
Caleb
around,
and
yeah.
go around.
Okay.
All right, start with you.
All right.
Number 10.
My number 10 was Thor: Love and Thunder. I 100% recognize it was a miss and it was a crappy movie, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. I love watching Thor movies.
Sure,
I think they're funny and stupid, and it's my kind of like
absolutely,
stupid
Mm.
fart humor. I mean, it's I
Mm.
mean that's
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
it's just what I like. And so it had to go on my list. It went at the bottom because it doesn't deserve anything else.
I
But I loved it.
like
For
the
what was-
Stormbreaker Mjolnir love triangle was
And
That
I love
was-
that
that
his
was
real
amazing.
daughter is a little girl at the end.
yeah.
I think that's awesome.
And, I also like the Dumpling God. I want a whole Marvel series about the Dumpling God.
Right.
I saw him, was like, I want that movie. I want that movie right there.
Right. I just
Or an
thought it was
action
cute.
figure or something.
I just thought it was cute. So, that was mine.
My number 10 is also a Marvel movie. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
It
haven't
would have
seen
been
it
on my
either.
list, I'm sure.
It
if I'd
is
seen
it is different because of the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman. I like the choices they made. I think it's a little long. And I hate to put it this way. There's a sub storyline with some white people that they should have just took out. I think they're just in there because we need some white. They were like, there's a lot of color in this movie. We need some
Yeah.
white people in this
Well,
movie. And you take them out and it doesn't hurt the movie and it also
No.
shaves 15 minutes off
Like
of it.
token white people.
Yeah,
Well, and it's to set up future stuff.
sure, but it's like
But
whatever.
outside of that, it's
But it doesn't. I like setting up future stuff. That's how Marvel movies work. But it should work within the plot. This is
Yeah.
tacked. It's so tacked on, and it's just
Yeah.
However, the whole Atlanta, the Atlantean
Oh
stuff
my
was
God.
awesome.
the music
and,
is great.
it just looks good. Ryan made a great movie. Just made another good movie. So I really liked it.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Mine is the Black Phone.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
I wanted to see that.
That's on.
It was
everything.
good. It's
Peacock.
It's on my list.
it was very interesting.
Hmm.
So I enjoyed watching
Mhm.
it.
I saw it in the theaters. I thoroughly enjoyed the Black
It
Phone.
was a good movie.
My number 10, I guess. Uncharted.
I did not watch that.
I've not heard of it.
So
Based
a
on
video
it's a
game.
video game movie. I think it's a well done. I understand why some people are like, "Oh, Tom Holland's a little young to play the character." I think they're setting up for a
Sure.
franchise.
Oh,
And
wait a minute.
and it works
Maybe I
as a-
did see
It
that.
works as a prequel to the events of the games.
It's his Indiana Jones kind of movie.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
shit.
we did watch that.
I did
actually.
see that.
Yeah, it's an
I
Indiana
didn't write
Jones
it down.
film.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I did
Uncharted?
not see it.
And so I mean, everybody
We
wanted
did.
a different actor, but
Well,
he was a bit too
He
old.
obviously didn't need to go into
Here's
my
pretty
Who do
top.
they want?
They wanted I just blanked on his name. I know it.
Think of pineapples.
Castle.
Oh,
He would have been better. Have you not seen the short with him in it?
But
Malcolm.
he
He might be too old now. I don't care.
He's too old now.
Nathan Fillion is
God,
what you're
thank you,
thinking
Nathan
of. You're
Fillion.
welcome, everybody. But
That's
have
the
you
first.
seen the short of him playing that
Write that
role?
down.
I
Because
have,
it
but-
is fucking
But
fantastic.
I have, but let's be honest. For a franchise, he can't.
I don't care. Listen, as someone who plays the games and loves the games, that character would have been better played as Nathan Fillion than as Tom Holland.
Although I do like that the original voice actor does appear in the film.
Anyway,
I
So
know
this-
who he is.
so this is how Justina feels, right? When we talk
Right.
about stuff, right?
Right.
yeah, it's terrible. It's a very uncomfortable. Then you guys talking about Mothman. I was like, that's not real. Y'all are just pulling on me right now. I know you are. I still haven't decided if you are or not doing that. Well, it takes one group chat to
I
just
think-
throw off my day.
I do think the weirdest casting out of it though is Mark Wahlberg
Yeah.
as Sully.
That was weird too. Like I
But-
feel like both of them needed to be cast better.
But I think the dynamic between them worked, and that's why I think the
mean,
film worked. And I'm interested to see because the post credit scene sets up the next adventure, and I'm interested in that adventure. But
Number
that's-
9.
yeah.
All right.
Number
My
9?
number 9 is the
Number
Black
9.
Phone.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. It's the only horror movie on my list, I think. Yeah.
I have 2.
So, but it was good. It really kept me interested, and the suspense was fantastic.
It was
So,
psychologically interesting.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
My number 9 is Everywhere, Everything, All at Once.
So what was that? 'Cause I saw that in the
I
list.
still need to watch that.
I've not heard of that either.
It's Michelle Yeoh and I cannot think of the guy's name who was Short Round
Yeah.
and Jamie Lee Curtis is in it.
Oh, cool.
And it's a multi-universe movie that's it's beautifully fantastic. It's complicated to watch. It'd have been higher if I think the performances are really good. The story's like there's a lot going on. You know, Michelle Yeoh is going through different universes and doing different things, and it's just like it's a fun ride, but it's like I'm being pulled everywhere.
Interesting.
But the performances are amazing. The martial arts in it's crazy fun. Jamie Lee Curtis is she's the villain, and she is just marvelous. And so, yeah, if you guys not seen it, it's on Showtime. If you guys got Showtime, it's really good.
Okay.
Number 9.
My number 9 is The Man from Toronto. Because I love me some little Kevin Hart. So
All right.
I thought it was fun.
Tell us about it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
God, I don't like being the one to do this because it's been a minute since I watched it. So this sweet little Kevin Hart gets put in the wrong place at the wrong time, and everybody thinks he's this man from Toronto, which is like a big, like assassin type person. But the guy that is the other person is trying to get back on track, but also ends up saving Kevin Hart,
Cool.
even though that goes against everything he does.
It's Netflix, right?
So I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. It's Netflix.
Um,
And it's got Woody Harrelson.
it was fun.
Yeah, I knew what
Because the whole time he was like, just go, I don't care about you. But then Kevin Hart stumbles into something else where they're like, oh, you're the man from Toronto. And he's like, I don't know who that is. It's really fascinating. I thought it was fun. It was just fun.
I'm gonna add that to my list.
Fun.
I enjoyed it.
My number 9 is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Interesting.
I really like it, and I think the ending is a lot. I give the ending more credit than other people. I think it's a very tender ending, and
I think the ending was better than the beginning.
I
The beginning
really
was stupid.
because I really like I really like Natalie Portman's role in it, and I really like how the villain is kind of a
And it's fun.
foil to it,
And it's fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun.
and it's a fun movie. Yeah.
It's fun. It's one of the better
It's not-
Phase 4
yeah.
films.
Yeah, like I have another Phase 4 film. Well, I have two Phase 4 films higher up, but
It's the only Phase 4 film that made it on my list.
Yeah, it's the only Marvel movie made on my list. Number 8.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Okay.
I
I don't know. I just like her. Okay. Just-
Okay.
you're allowed to make that choice.
I pick movies that I like. Watching.
He's giving judgment to my word. I did not have any judgment. I was
Yes. I kind of am because it's funny.
just really, okay, cool.
Listen, I like Chris Pratt. I loved the original characters coming back. I thought it, I just thought it worked. It was fun. It was a fun dinosaur movie, and at the end of the day, that's all I care
I just want
about.
to see dinosaurs.
Yes, it's a fun damn dinosaur movie. And I love it. And it's crazy because the big threat are not the dinosaurs, it's locusts.
Always locusts.
And you really can't call it Locust Park. It doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
That's right. They're giant locusts.
or Locust World.
I really loved it. It's just fun. Jamie and I watched it together. We both had a good time. I love to watch Jamie watch movies that he enjoys. He is a dinosaur nerd, and his favorite dinosaur, the Triceratops. So every time that a Triceratops is on the TV or on the movie, he gets excited. There's a Triceratops, and it's great.
I love your husband for I love your husband for a lot of reasons. But one of the things I love is the fact that how he's like, I'm not a nerd, but he's like, he likes dinosaurs. He likes Highlander. He's a huge Star Trek
Yeah.
fan.
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd.
Yeah,
Jamie, buddy, you're a nerd.
And that's right.
And it's
You are
okay-
now a Maverick nerd.
And it's okay to embrace that.
Yeah, love your nerd side.
Yeah.
My number 8 is The Incredible Weight of Massive Talent.
I haven't seen that either, or nor do I know.
It's so good.
know what it's
I
about.
wanted it
So-
on my list.
So The Incredible Weight of Massive Talent is about Pedro Pascal
I love him.
is a rich, like criminal kind of guy, and he's in love with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that's right. That's one we talked
And
about
so
a
he
little
has
ago.
Nicolas Cage come in to like hang out with him for the day, and then
For like a weekend. Like
We're
So
like a
Nick
weekend.
Cage plays Nick Cage.
he's himself, and then they get wrapped up in this cartel stuff that started out to be like just a fun joke, and then turns into a real. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
And
I'm gonna
it
put
is-
that down.
it's like Nick Cage plays a goofy version of himself.
Exactly, and he's wonderful in it, and it's like, and Pedro Pascal's really good, and it's just, and again, like Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's so much
just
fun.
fun,
It was.
and so I thoroughly enjoyed that. I watched that massive everywhere, everything, all at once at the same day. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that's yeah, highly recommend that. If you guys have not seen that, go see that.
So my 8 is Uma, which was really good. It had somebody in it. I don't know her name. I can't remember. Do you remember? She was the one from Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, Sandra Oh. Right? Yeah. But it was really fascinating because she lives off the grid with her daughter, and they have bees and they do all this stuff, and then you go down this path of like her mom essentially is like haunting her. But it ends in such a powerful way that it is a horror film, but it ended like it was resolved.
Right.
Like it wasn't one of those horror films where it's like, oh, just kidding, you're still actually dead, or you're still in a globe,
Right.
or you're like it actually got
We're doing a
resolved.
sequel,
But it was really fascinating. I enjoyed it.
I'm about to get y'all.
Are you about to be judged?
Yeah, because
Here it comes.
but the thing is, y'all already judged me for this.
yeah,
My number 8 is Clerks 3.
Is
Oh,
what?
Clerks 3.
A Clerks 3?
Okay.
Really?
Y'all already judged me for it when we did the review, but
True, we did.
I liked it more than y'all than the rest of y'all. But I think it because once again, it's one of those films that I think has a lot of heart in it, and I just feel that, and I liked it.
I'll be honest. What kills it for me, and spoiler alert for everybody, is that the story should be about Randall's journey
It doesn't. There's no art.
to be a better person, and he just ends
Doesn't.
up shittier.
I do agree
And which is-
that is an issue.
Which is, I mean, I get it. It's Randall's MO, but I would like to see Randall grow.
Right.
Otherwise,
I mean, his
why are we
best
making
friend,
a
his only friend, basically,
You're right.
And he
dies in the
replaces him.
movie,
It's fine.
and he still doesn't change his personality.
Right.
It's like,
I mean,
What a dick.
in fact, the last thing he does is a selfish act that he thinks is
I did have
that he
an
thinks
issue
is
with
not.
that.
Because the last thing that Dante says is like, I don't want to relive any of these memories.
yeah.
And what he does is makes him relive all the goddamn memories. And I'm just like, I don't know if what Kevin Smith is trying to say there, or did he miss it? And that's to me. Oh, I'd love to ask him, but like try to be polite about it.
I know.
I'd be
It's-
like, buddy, I think that's.
I just want to say, what kind of weed were you smoking
Right.
when you wrote this
And-
movie?
and-
Because you need to not smoke that one again.
and this is coming from a guy who loves yoga hosers.
Mm.
Right. Because it was fun.
Right, it was fun.
There was Clerks 3 was not even fun.
Yeah. But I'm glad that you liked it. I love that for you.
There you go.
Yeah,
Where are we at?
number
6,
7.
7.
Very fun movie, The Lost City.
It
Still
was.
on my list to watch.
It is fun.
It's so
I had forgotten about that
much
one. That is a fun movie.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Sandra Bullock and
It's
um,
Channing.
Channing
Channing
Tatum.
Tatum.
Channing
They,
Tatum.
they've got good chemistry.
It was just another one of those. This is just a wild ride. Sandra Bullock is one of my favorite
And
actresses.
she's
anyway,
really good at it.
everything I see her in, I enjoy. I mean, she
mean,
is
yeah.
just her comedic timing is fantastic.
I mean, this was a good year
So-
for Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is also really
Yeah.
good in it.
Yeah,
I-
Brad Pitt was great in it. It
I-
was he was at a small part, but it
I
was
watched
great.
this too. 37.
but I
I'm
enjoyed
so
it.
happy for you.
When I'm just reading titles, this is the problem. Is I don't remember named
Right.
titles. So I'm just
Yeah.
reading titles. I was like, I don't remember that. I don't know that. I don't know that.
It was great.
Lost City was great.
Great. Did you like it? Do you remember enough to?
Oh no, I remember everything about it.
It's got Harry Potter.
Now that
Oh, it does have Harry Potter.
it
It
does,
does Harry
it was
Potter.
really interesting. the
I
way that they
love
played
him as everything. All of his other stuff he does is not Harry Potter is hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's hilarious. He's funny.
Yeah,
He's fantastic.
I love it when he plays villains.
He was,
Yeah,
yeah, he was great in
So-
Weird.
if I had remembered that I had watched that, if it wouldn't end on my list, it probably would have been a
No,
mention.
mention.
Yeah, because it was a good movie and I enjoyed it.
My number 7 is Glass Onion.
Alright.
I liked it a lot, more so than I expected. I liked Knives Out.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
And-
like both of those movies. I
and-
wanted it on my list.
And what I like about Glass Onion is that the character work. God, Dave Bautista
Oh,
Oh
he's
my
is
great.
god.
Love
just
Dave Bautista.
amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
He's
And-
He really
like,
is.
I used to give him crap, but I think he's really growing as an actor.
So I think he's going to have the career that outlasts all of them. I think.
Hey, Rock, if you're listening, Dave Bautista is a better actor than
I
you.
mean, he
Absolutely.
already said, have you
Just
seen that
saying.
interview?
I'm not saying
Dave
these
did?
things to Rock because I feel like he's going to control the world one day, and I don't need that voodoo on
He's
me.
not. I'm going to go
Okay?
ahead and just tell him.
Him and Disney.
You know what? He needs to be told he's not that great. That's his
He
problem.
brings in the money though. That's
He
what I-
does. He does.
I'm really excited for Batista's new. He's got. I haven't been excited for an M Night Shyamalan movie in years, but the trailer for this new one, which I can't think
What's
of,
the name of it?
I had to look it up. I
pulling
can't
remember
up.
the-
I got you.
but it's like an end of the world kind of.
M. Night Shyamalan.
And I'm like, I'm
It's
in.
going to be a twist.
Oh, people, yes. It's based on a novel,
be weird.
so it'd be fun.
Well, the last one he did was based off a graphic novel.
I said I didn't watch Old.
I didn't either, and I want to.
Knock at the Cabin. That's the next
Knock
one.
at the Cabin. Yeah, that's
Okay.
and so look, it comes out in February, and
Yeah.
so looking forward to that. But Dave Bautista's great. Daniel Craig just chews up the scenery. I love that character. That
Yes.
Benoit
Mhm.
is just like,
Great.
oh,
With that southern accent.
we've all seen it, right?
Genteel.
Which one?
Glass
Glass
Onion.
Onion.
Yes.
Okay. So I like when Benoit solves it.
Oh my god.
That
Yes.
is my favorite part of the whole
That's
movie.
so
And then he just sits there and gets shot by the arrow, and he's like,
right.
Yeah.
"What am I supposed to do for the rest of the weekend?"
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like he just solves it. And it's just oh my god, it's
That was one of my favorite
so
parts of
funny.
the whole movie.
And that's not really a spoiler. It's just
because
because
it's like the first 20
it's
minutes.
first act. but
yeah,
like,
it's not
it
even
is
the movie. It means
so
nothing to the movie.
damn funny.
It is.
He's like, have we started?
Oh,
He's so excited about
Yeah,
it.
he's like, are we going?
He's like, do we get a prize?
He's like, what do you want? He's like, I just
like an iPad.
thought we would get
You'll get a
something. He said it's a
prize.
competition.
That
like-
southern accent.
yeah.
I love his southern
Here,
accent.
I don't
an
need-
iPad Pro.
I don't need an iPad, just so you know.
I just thought there would be one.
That's so funny.
It's clever and well written, and the mystery's fun. Even
Yeah.
after it's solved, it's
Mhm.
fun.
And rewatching it because I watched it twice
Yeah, I've
in a
watched it
24-hour period,
I watched it twice.
and like watching it again, looking for the clues. They're there,
They're all there.
and it's like, oh my gosh.
And that's the thing. That's why it's called Glass Onion, because it is a glass onion. It's like all the layers you can see. It's just when you watch it, you miss it all the first time. So,
That one was fun.
that was number 7.
Oh gosh, I should have my list right now. It's my turn. One moment, ill prepared. The Gray Man was my number 7.
Oh, cool.
That one was fun.
I saw that.
Did everybody see it? Do I have to give a
I've
synopsis?
seen it.
I've seen it.
But you
I've
give
heard about
synopsis,
it, but
too?
yeah.
So there's a hitman. He ends up getting a hitman sent after him, and then he learns about all the things going on within the hitman world,
Mm.
and it's fun to watch. I think that's Gosling in it.
Yeah.
No, or yes,
I think it's got Ryan Gosling.
I think
in it.
that's who's in it. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think that's the one you still need to watch. Yeah. Talking to Derby Wife,
All right.
but I enjoyed it.
Caleb.
My number 7 is also a mystery film, but it's not Glass Onion. It's Death on the Nile,
Oh, I didn't see
I haven't
that.
seen
which
that one.
is
I-
a adaptation of Agatha Christie's novel, and it's the continuation of the Kenneth Branagh run of those films.
Right, and I like his
I like his Hercule.
Poirot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hercule Poirot.
Poirot.
Nice.
And they're making a third one, and it's coming out this year. So I'm excited.
I need to finish it. I got started on it and didn't finish it, and I wanted to go back to it. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, and
The
one
thing that threw me off was like there's a scene where he's walking the pyramids and it looks really, really fake.
yeah,
And I was like, you guys can do better.
yeah, and,
You have a budget.
and it's real, and it's really like
They
all
like
these, like all these
snacks.
type, because these, it's one of those cozy type of mysteries, just like Glass Onion is. It's supposed to be that cozy mystery genre, and which in a cozy, it's more about the characters, and I
Right,
think
and-
Death on the Nile does that.
And
It
I
could-
really like
yeah.
Murder on Orient Express. I saw it in theaters. I really got a kick out of it.
Yeah, I mean, and both of them have really good casts, and that I think that's what the films are. You watch them for the all-star talent that they bring in. But yeah, that was my number 7.
Number 6.
All right. My
Oh.
number 6 was Amsterdam.
Nice.
I really, really enjoyed that movie. I'm a huge Christian Bale fan. I'm a huge Margot Robbie fan. So that was great. It had Denzel's son, which sounds just like him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's also good as his
He's
dad.
so good. He's such a good actor. It was just a fun movie. I really, really liked that.
I like Amsterdam. It didn't make any of my list, but I did like it. I like the performances, much like the Banshees and Sharon. I liked the performances more than the story, but the performances were great. I can watch Christian Bale do that accent all day long.
Oh yeah.
And Margot Robbie's great, and Anna Taylor-Joy's in, or Ellen Joy Taylor's
yeah.
in it. She's in it, and she's one
I
of the
like
few,
her.
one of the few movies that I watched her eyes didn't freak me out.
They don't freak me
They
out.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just too far apart.
I looked forward to that movie like anxiously,
Yeah.
and it missed the mark for me, and I don't know why. Because
I feel you.
watching it, there were pieces that I enjoyed.
Me too.
But overall, I was like, I left it going, I don't ever have to watch that again.
Same here. I like, but
And
again,
so I didn't know where to put it because it's like I know I enjoyed pieces of it, but
I've
I
got a
don't
few like
know.
that on my list. Things that
yeah,
it
like
was they were meh, but Amsterdam was
again,
not
I
that
love
for
the
me.
performance. Everyone's is great, but the story's like
there was something about
rambling.
it where it felt like it missed it,
right.
and I don't know what it is. But overall, like I did enjoy pieces of it,
Right.
and I looked forward to. I thought the people in it were great.
My number 6 is
The Northman.
That's definitely on my
Mm.
list.
I figured it would.
The
I
Vikings
figured
thing?
the Viking movie with
Yeah,
a Skars Alexander Skarsgård, and it's just
Skarsgård.
It
Those
is-
are the creepy guys that
Mm,
do. The creepy guy that does Skarsgård is the
that's his brother.
yeah.
That's
It-
Bill
yeah,
Skarsgård.
Bill
Yeah.
Skarsgård is
Whomever.
Pennywise.
Yeah. Thank you.
Um,
Doing better.
it's it's dope as hell.
It is. So
It's
cool.
just dope as hell. It's like naked Viking warriors fighting. Well, I'm just all into it. I'm just like
I was also all into it.
we're different reasons, but I got you. I feel you, girl. I kept watching it going, oh, this is probably Stephanie's movie of the year. It's got to be up there. It's got, as I'm watching it, I'm like, it's got to be high up there because it's
It's higher than Maverick. I can tell you that.
It's like it's got all the check marks. Oh, Vikings check. Skarsgård check. Naked check. It's a dope ass movie. I highly recommend it. It's dope ass. I love it.
So my number 6 was Lou.
I've
which,
never heard of that either.
I can't remember that person's name. I'm not good with names, guys. Y'all know this. But it has somebody in it that I know, and she's in other things. But she plays this. I guess you could call her like a hermit. She like has a tenant on her trailer on a property, and it ends up being her daughter. Spoilers. And grandchild, and she's taking care of them. And the movie actually ends differently than you ever expect. Like,
Right.
it has this whole build up, and you're like, okay. And then the ending, you were like, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
It was very good.
My number 6 is Bullet Train.
Nice.
I really loved it.
It's good.
Once again, another film I watched twice in a 24-hour
It's a
period.
good movie.
And I love all the actors in it. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. He needs more work.
He does. He's really good in it.
And then
Yeah.
and then I like the little surprise twist of a certain cameo.
The other guy with him.
Oh yeah, he's so
from
good.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who compares life to Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Is the best thing in that
It's
movie.
one of the best
Oh,
ongoing
it's
jokes.
just- it's-
I love Bullet Train. It's on my list.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It is good.
All right.
Number
Number
5.
five.
Number
5.
Slumberland. One word.
Yeah.
Momoa.
Momoa.
Slumber. Plus, it's an adorable movie. The movie is absolutely adorable. Jason Momoa playing, a fantasy creature in the dream world, and basically taking care of this little kid is just precious to me. And he's gorgeous. So there's that. So Slumberland.
My number 5, I really wish I could have put it. I feel bad for putting it number 5, but to me there are 4 films better. But this hurts.
Mhm.
Prey.
Mm.
I get Comanche Warriors versus a Predator, and again, be like checks those boxes.
Right.
All things Scotty loves, and it's great. It's a lot of action. It's a Predator movie, so it doesn't have a lot. There's not like depth to it.
It made my meh list.
I know it did, which surprised me because it.
Me
seemed-
too. I wanted to. I wanted to like it because I love Predator
I
movies.
just like that's like the best Predator movie since like 2, and it is just the action's great. I watched it twice back to back because you could watch it in English and then you could watch it in Comanche, and so I watched it in Comanche and it's still dope. And so I'm just like, oh, I loved it. I need a Vikings versus Predator movie too now. I think that's what you do with Predator. You just stop. You just drop him into like, all right, he's now in feudal Japan.
In warrior culture.
Just
Yeah.
literally, he's fighting some Zulus. That's what I want. That's
Right.
what that series of movies should be.
I actually watched that, and I thought it was good, but I don't understand Predator and why they would just drop him somewhere.
Oh, it's a hunt.
they're
They're
just
hunting.
hunters.
But it's just like, so why they? I don't
It's
understand.
sport.
It's
It's
sport.
sport.
They're just-
They do it for sport.
Yeah, they're hunters.
Okay, because I've watched literally none of the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, we will add that to the list.
Yeah.
We need
So
to do the
They-
first
they
one.
are-
we don't have to.
They're-
We don't
Yeah,
have
the first
to.
one's fun.
Yeah,
It's
first one's
basically
fun.
a species of aliens that hunt for sport.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just like
So
See,
they
I
go
did
around-
not know that.
Right.
I was just like,
Yeah.
so why is he there?
And
They
then
go around the
like
galaxy.
it's a Saturday for them. They're going hunting, and
Yeah.
they're like,
That's literally what they're
and
doing.
they basically like to hunt the most dangerous targets too, which is why
apparently
I
it's human
enjoyed the
beings.
fact that it was
Yeah.
like this badass little girl a lot, and she was like, I enjoyed her growth over the film of her being dismissed because she's a woman or a girl, and you don't do that. Calm down. And then she had. I thought it was good. I just was like, okay, I don't have to watch it again.
I got you. I feel you.
But I didn't get the whole. It's like, why is he even there? I
To-
don't understand.
To be fair, I've only watched it twice. But
yeah.
To be fair,
To be
I
fair,
watched it
Yeah.
twice. Okay.
same dates because I want to see it in Comanche because I think that was dope.
So my number 5, right?
Yep.
Is Enola Holmes 2.
I
Yeah,
like the first
love-
one.
yeah.
Enola Holmes.
I have no idea what that is.
That's
The chick from 11.
11.
From Stranger Things.
Basically, she plays Sherlock Holmes' like younger sister.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun.
and
and
Henry
I
Cavill
enjoyed
is Holmes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got Beatrix Lestrange in it.
Oh, I love her.
So I know her name too, but I can't think of it.
Yeah,
Helena Bonham
Yeah,
Carter.
Oh, so we're trying to see if she could.
Yeah, and that's
do it.
her. I would not have gotten
I
it.
know, yeah.
And that's her mom.
I
in
saw
the
her
movie,
lost in
and
life.
it's-
Like,
yeah,
just
yeah.
help me.
I was just like, listen, I threw her Harry Potter name out there. Okay, figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, get on board. But it's fun. Like, it was one of those where it's like I didn't know where to put it because I enjoyed it. I looked forward to it, and it satisfied me. So it's right in the middle.
Cool.
It's right in the middle.
My number 5 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, Sam Raimi, and
it's
the most Sam Raimi film to ever Sam Raimi.
Yeah, it's the most Sam
It's
Raimi.
very Sam Raimi.
Yeah,
It did not make my
I mean, I know a lot of
Didn't
people.
make my list. I liked it. I
Yeah,
did.
and I know a
just
lot of
didn't-
people who don't like it because of how Sam Raimi it is. But I love
I think I like it
because
because it's. I'm with you.
and so yeah, and I just it's not the best film for the MCU that's come out, but
It's one of the better ones.
it's one of the
It's one of the better than Phase 4. So we are at 4, right?
Yep.
We are at 4. And my 4 is Bullet Train. Fun movie.
It's
love
I love that we all
Brad
put it
Pitt.
on different
He
points.
is great.
because it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
it's-
My 4 is also Bullet Train. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
I
I
enjoyed it a lot.
I
could
enjoyed
watch it
everything.
again
I
right now.
enjoyed all the actors. Everybody was perfectly cast. It was a
Yeah.
fun, fantastic movie.
I hope we get more of that world because that's the second book that author that the book's based off wrote.
I'm sorry.
That's a book.
Yeah, it's a book.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she starts going to look for more books.
What is the first one?
I'd have to find it. Yeah.
Bullet Train.
My number 4 is The Black Phone.
Ooh.
Saw it in theaters. Was amazed about I don't know who the kid is because he's a kid actor. Is great. Ethan Hawke is fucking scary in that
Yeah,
movie.
he's very scary.
Everything about that. It is a supernatural film. It's a kidnapping, a kid in peril film. It's a kids on bikes film. It's just, Joe Hill wrote that's Stephen King's son, and Stephen King's son writes the hell out of it, and it's just
Stephen King's son wrote that?
yeah,
I didn't know. I guess I didn't realize that.
yeah,
he did that.
it's Joe Hill.
Short story. Yeah.
Yeah,
He has his
Is
own line of
that a
comics too.
pseudonym?
yeah. He took his mom's name
Oh, okay.
because he didn't want to
For
be
writing.
like Joe King. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
everybody knows this.
Joking.
Yeah.
Joking.
He should have been joking.
Just joking.
He should have been joking. Just joking.
But so yes, it is fantastic.
I want to
What
see
the
it
hell
because
is his
Scott.
father
I want to see it
thinking
because
of?
Scott Derrickson directed it, and I like.
Yeah,
it.
Derrickson is like it's solid. It's the reason why I didn't do Doctor Strange 2 is because he was working on that, and the scripts were also written by the guy who co-wrote Doctor Strange, and so it is the first one, and it is just I loved it. Different. I like it's one of the most original films on the list actually.
Okay, so Bullet Train is a second novel in Isaka's Hitman trilogy, Three Assassins. Original Japanese title was Grasshopper. So this one is the second after the Three Assassins and then before Axe.
Okay.
And all the characters are incorporated in all of them.
Yeah, and then they just Americanized some of the characters, which was a thing for some people, but the author came out and was like, it works either way.
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
enjoyed it. Okay, sorry.
So it was also
I
your
had to
number-
look-
And
I
that
had
was
to
your
look into
number
that.
4.
Oh, that was my 4. Yeah, so we're done with me. There's some
Uh,
Bullet Train knowledge.
my number 4 is The Batman. I thought it was a great Batman film.
I'm judging you again.
Yeah.
I'm totally judging you again.
I think it was a good Batman film because we actually see Batman do some detective work for once.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in that whole thing, right? So he's doing detective work, but he's like violating the crime scene, and
I mean,
like
it's your-
all,
it's
all
your-
that evidence he finds is going to be thrown out of court anyway.
Year two Batman. He doesn't know what he's doing yet.
He's like, well, Gordon lets him in, and I'm like, yeah, but anything he finds is inadmissible.
He's just too emo, man.
Uh,
Way too emo.
I like Patterson I liked him as Batman. That's just the movie didn't do anything for me.
I didn't like him as Bruce Wayne. I liked him. He was okay as Batman.
I felt they lost the narrative in Act 3.
Yeah.
It's like we need.
I do think it goes on a little long.
I just think
I think the third act stretched out a little bit more than it needed to be.
And
But
I think
outside of that,
the third act to me seems like studio notes. Is like, oh, we need like action scenes.
yeah, we
in
need
this
a big
movie.
thing.
We need a big thing, and it didn't work for me.
Number 3.
My number 3 is Maverick. I wanted to put it at the
I
bottom.
am surprised it's that low.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's that high with how many times I know you've had to watch
I
it.
wanted
Probably that's why it's
I
lower than I
wanted to
thought.
put it number 10 despite Jamie. But in all honesty, it's a fantastic movie. I just don't ever want to see it again because I have seen it so much.
Jamie last night begged for me to put it on this season.
Oh my
It's like you need to put that. You need to really put Maverick on.
I
Hey
swear
man,
to
let's
God.
put Maverick. I was like, I don't want her to murder me.
So yeah, it's a great movie. It I don't even like Tom Cruise and it's a great movie. So it deserves to be high up on the list in my opinion. I just I don't want to see it again.
My number 3, Top Gun Maverick.
There you go.
High
five, Busty.
I will say, and it's been said on the podcast for many years that I had never seen Top Gun, and then last weekend I saw Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick, and I was like, I should have seen Top Gun way earlier. Top Gun Top Gun's a great movie, and and even though I seeing Top Gun so late is like I had almost like I'd seen it because I've seen all the tropes used in other movies, but that's why it's so good. Top Gun's great. Top Gun Maverick to me is just how sequels should be. It's hey, we got this original movie, let's just kick this up 3 notches. And they do, and like this is the pitch meeting for that movie. It was like, hey, let's do Top Gun 2 and then Star Wars. And I'm like, I'm all in. I'm all in because that movie ends like Star Wars.
Yeah,
It does.
because
That might be why I
they
don't like
essentially
It has a trench run.
Yeah,
It has a trench run, and then there's a use the force moment. Don't think. And I'm like, I love this movie.
It's a great movie. It does. It has all those elements, and I think it has enough. There's a lot of fan service, but it's done correctly. It's not cheesy. It's not. What they did with Val Kilmer was beautiful
And honorable.
and it was just fantastic.
number 3.
My turn?
Yeah.
My number 3 is Slumberland. That is, I can watch it over and over again.
I love the movie.
It was fantastic. The story itself is amazing. I would like to start by saying I have never watched Jason Momoa in anything ever.
This was your first Jason
This was my
Momoa?
first Jason Momoa, and
He's adorable, isn't he?
Welcome.
I don't find him attractive in that, like, oh, I need to watch Aquaman because he's naked.
Yeah.
I assume sort of way because he's in the water.
Huh?
That's a cute to see Aquaman.
I know.
So,
Christmas present.
well, my
Crappy
dad
movie,
actually
but
played
boy, I watched it over and over.
the Slumberland.
I like
for
the
one of the
octopuses that play
holidays.
drums.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I just had to get that out.
So, and we didn't get to watch it because there was all this chaos. So we actually went home and we watched it, just the two of us. And I mean, the kids will enjoy it, but I think Jason Momoa did such a good job in that role. Like it was fun. He like bullied the kid, but he also didn't bully the kid. It was great. It was a wonderful movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, he is nothing but a big kid.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the character,
And then I love the ending
Yeah.
with like finding out everything about it. And
Yeah,
then it's,
the twist and
yeah,
everything.
it was wonderful. So it was good.
My number 3, Prey. I really liked it. I think it's one of the best Predator films we've had in a long time.
It's the best one since. Realistically, it's the best one since 1, but I have a soft spot for 2, so I don't know.
Yeah.
2 is ridiculous. Like 2 is dumb, but it's like it's that warm spot. You're like, I know you're dumb, but I still love you.
Also, like Danny's fun to watch. In
Yeah,
that.
Danny Glover's great in that one. So, but yeah.
Number 2.
All right, my number 2 is The Northman.
I
wanted to put it.
man, if I was
but-
betting, I was betting.
Yeah,
No,
there's one.
I'd have
There's
lost that
one
one.
I feel is a better movie,
See, that's what we should do next year.
but
We should-
bet on what's.
We should do like secret ballot, see what we think our number ones are going to be.
Mm.
Yeah, so Northman, I have seen, I think 4 times. It's
Only-
Some alone, some with others.
So here, I'm huge into Vikings and Viking culture.
Yeah, that's your thing.
100%. So it had everything. It had Viking history. It had Viking mysticism. It had Viking mythology, and it was all done correctly. It was good. It was an amazing Viking movie. It was beautiful to watch. Of course, Alexander Skarsgård is gorgeous. It's just, man, I may go home and watch it tonight now.
It's good.
It's just an amazing movie. So yeah, Northman, and it was hard for me to put it number 2.
I struggled with my number 2. There we go.
We're gonna start the year off right.
Thank
I'm really proud of you, Scotty.
you. Thank you.
That shows growth already.
Right,
What
thank
is
you.
it? The 8th of January? It took you 8 days. I'm proud of you.
Right, thank you. I switched back and forth until I finished the list, and I settled on this. And it hurts to say it this way, but my number 2 movie of the year is Avatar: Way of the Water.
I'm sure it would have been on my list had I seen it.
I saw it in
I haven't
IMAX.
seen it yet either.
Saw it in IMAX. It is, if you've seen the first Avatar, and it's the first Avatar even better. It's beautiful to behold in IMAX, and I like the story, the characters. I can watch those Blue Smurfs cats do whatever the hell they want to do. And and it's fun. Sigourney Weaver's back in it, and the way they brought her back was very cool. And I really dug it. I'm looking forward to the third one, which I think we're getting this year or next year. They filmed 2 and 3 back to back.
Yeah,
so I think
three's currently in post production.
yeah. So it is. If you see it, I recommend you see it in 3D. It is it's a 3D movie. That's how you should watch 3D. It's immersive, not like in your face. So it just makes you feel part of the world. And so that it worked. And there's whales and all kinds of crazy shit in it. And it's just like, man, I can't. I need to see it again. I'm looking forward to see it again. So Way of the Water. My number 2.
My number 2 is, because it hits my heartstrings, is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I had an issue with the casting as well. I think they could. I'm interested to see what they do with it moving forward, because it was one of those where I was like, that wasn't that person before, and it took me a minute to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
And then of course like politically why they did it, which I don't agree with. But it's my roots. It's not my number 1,
Yeah.
but Harry Potter, man.
I guess that's why I was so disappointed, because I love Harry Potter, and I just didn't. I don't know. Maybe the
they
whole
did him wrong.
Maybe,
It'd be
maybe the
interesting
whole
if they bring
politics
him
took me
back.
out of it.
Like if they bring, because it's the idea is like he shifts his looks, right? If they do that, and maybe the original, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
if they will. I don't know if
I don't-
Johnny wants to work.
I don't blame
I don't think they're making another one.
yeah, I heard that they're done.
I think they're done with this one because it didn't do
Didn't make
well.
it didn't make
They made
money.
it win, and then
And Zaslav's whole
the whole shakeup in Warner
restructuring,
Brothers.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it didn't
I
do
think-
well,
I
and
mean,
I think
also
that's on Disney.
Also, it's a great way for them to get rid of Ezra Miller.
the trades have been rumoring what they're really
Warner Brothers.
the trades are the rumors in the trades right now is what Warner Bros. Is really looking to do is reboot Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, they better not.
And so it looks like we're gonna get a reboot.
I mean,
What?
Yeah.
But they better not. That is like one of the things Harry Potter has going for them is that it was cast so well, and they had that cast through the series.
You know what I would like to see if they're going to do that
No.
instead of rebooting it? I don't want them to reboot it. I'd like them to go back and let's do it with Tom Riddle in school.
I agree.
Get that.
I think
you
you're
know what
just
I'm saying?
I think
Yeah.
Warner Bros.
Like a
At the end of the day,
prequel.
Warner Brothers is a company. They're like, what's going to make
They're
money?
sucking the teat dry.
That's what
They're
they're going to do.
destroy it.
yeah.
They're gonna.
Well, that's
You're not
what.
gonna make money. People
That's,
are
I mean,
pissed
that's
off.
all.
I mean,
I
no
mean,
more than J.K. Rowling's been trying to destroy it for the last few years.
Yeah.
so.
just
wanna
by
see- but I
being
wanna
involved
see
with it.
Tom Riddle and Lucius
Right,
Malfoy. I want to see all these people in school.
But rebooting that, they can't take the story where you have.
They do a shit job.
Restrain. I want to see all the adults in school. I,
I
want to
mean-
see Harry's parents in school. I want to see Snape in
Yeah.
school.
You know what would be really interesting is if they do this not from Harry's perspective, because the books are so in depth, but they had to do the films based just on Harry's perspective
Yeah.
because it would be too long.
right.
It would be interesting if they do stuff that you don't get to see, like
I-
Spew with Hermione or things like that, like all those side
Mhm.
stories.
yeah.
See, I would be curious if they
That would be
did
interesting.
a different direction and did it as like an HBO series.
Yeah.
So you could get all the stuff that you
Well,
can't do on film.
I don't know
because
if
you got
they
so much
would.
time.
I don't know if they do a series though, because the way Zaslav's been running HBO.
Oh, but see, Zaslav won't be running HBO for long. He'll be there for 2 years, like he did at CNN, and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's where he's a hatchet
do
man.
Aren't
that.
they?
They
Aren't
could
they
do, like, a
already?
book a
Isn't
season.
Discovery already talking about selling it?
Yeah, he's a hatchet man. That's what he does. He comes in and makes money for the year or two. So he did at CNN. I mean, that's what he did. That's his job.
Yeah.
I do think a series would. I would be okay with that because you could get in depth, but the casting, they had solid casting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
They may be able to, find lightning in a bottle again.
No, that upsets
Number
me
2,
greatly.
Caleb. Number 2 for number 2.
Number 2, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I was emotional.
I was too.
I didn't.
Haven't
Just
seen
thinking
it.
about it.
February 1st, it comes to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure it would have made my list, but
Yeah, it's very the choices they made because of Chadwick's passing. I think they honored him very well.
I think so too.
And
I haven't seen it either.
while I'm
I know
not
some
a
first.
fan of Letitia outside of the film world, I do think she's a great actress, and yeah.
She's a good Shuri. I like it.
Number
Number
one.
one.
Number 1. Dun,
my
dun, dun.
number 1 is Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, you just saw that.
No, I saw that a couple months ago.
Oh, I thought you reached it out.
Yeah, a couple months ago.
We started it and then had to stop it because we were falling asleep because it was late, and we just never got around to watching it
It
again.
is
Tell them let's say it.
absolutely beautiful.
Cool.
I
I think Tay-Tay's getting her Oscar nomination because of it.
I was, I don't even like Tay Tay.
Right.
What did that tell you? It made me cry.
Come to the dark side.
I guess-
Tay-Tay's great.
No, I don't like Tay Tay. But I can look past that. I'm a big person. The movie made me cry.
I feel judged.
And I'm not very emotional, so if you invoke that kind of emotion out of me, you got to make it on my list. And so it was just good. I'd watch that over and over. I want to read the book. I haven't read the book yet. I want to read the book.
Cool. It's on my list too. I was going to see it in theaters. I just never got a chance to. It looks good. It's kind of my story. So
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. My number 1 movie of the year is Nope. There's nothing.
That was gonna be my prediction if I had to predict.
I said nope to watching it.
Nope is incredibly original. It's 2 movies kind of in one, and the second one's a lot scarier, I think. I would, out of all the movies I've seen, the law of horror films I've seen this year, it's the one that really, really got to me because it pushed the right buttons for me.
That's so funny because we watched it and I was like, I don't ever have to see that again. Like it was more meth than some of my
I have-
mess.
I
I
have-
saw the trailer and I don't ever want to watch
I have
this.
seen
It's
it.
nothing like the trailer.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
trailer's
that's
we
the
good.
watched
thing, yeah.
the trailer. We were like, we saw the movie, and then it went. It was nothing like the trailer.
It is. It's Jaws. He
he
makes.
was
yeah.
inspired by Jaws.
He makes Jaws.
and
Okay, I don't like
Jurassic
Jaws.
Park.
Really?
No, I never liked Jaws.
Ah, Jaws is classic.
It was
So-
Jaws and Jurassic Park inspired him to make.
Yeah,
that
it's
stuff.
I mean, I might watch it
I
eventually. but
think you might like it. I think it's his best out of
I
the
thought
3.
it was silly.
I've only seen 1 out of the 3, and I was meh. So I didn't.
Which one did you see?
The one where give me the titles. No,
So there's
Get Out.
Get Out. There's
it was
Us.
it was Get Out.
All
right.
I saw.
The one that was here, Nathan was in.
Yeah.
All right. I like them in reverse order. I like Get Out's fine, and I understand why people like Get Out. It wasn't my movie, and part of the reason it's my fault is because I know a lot of people in that movie, and
I
that
did too.
and that takes me. It takes anytime I
Yeah.
see someone I know, it takes me out.
It was weird.
Just takes me out.
I wonder if other people have a hard time with
I
that.
think,
like actors and actresses,
Probably has to be.
if they have a hard time with that.
That
That would suck.
I think Us, and I've said this before on this podcast, I think Us is an art piece. And if you look at it as an art piece rather than a film, it's beautiful. And but it lives, it's like a fragile bubble. It lives within its own world. But if you think about like real world implications, it just shatters and you can't. And I think that's the beauty of it. The same way here with Nope. Nope works.
I don't think it does.
It's I'm surprised too because it's not just this monster movie, but it's also this weird love letter to film.
It is.
And it's like
is.
it's
which is why
I've seen this
which
movie,
is why he should get so many awards for that.
Right.
But
I've seen it 5 times. That's the most I've seen any movie this year.
Wow.
I've seen it 5 times, and I still get scared in the same parts. And I know I'm not going to see what I'm going to see, and my brain comes up with horrifying thing. And it is, again, checks those boxes for me. And it's definitely easily. It was like it wasn't easy because I thought Avatar was beautiful, and then but I've only seen Avatar once, and I want to see it again. I saw Nope 5 times, and I will probably watch it another 5 next year or this year.
I mean,
I mean, I know
was
at some
hard.
point you wanted to put all 3 of Jordan Peele's films on our list for the show.
I do. I kind of want to do that as a special thing, but we'll do that one day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard just to get out or we can just do our perspective of like we know that person.
Yeah, we know that
There's Pat, Nathan.
yeah.
Mine is Elvis.
Yep, that would have been my
That's
guess.
another one
Yeah.
that I've not wanted to see.
It was so good. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I went into it just because it came out like right around when my mom passed.
Right.
So like
Oh,
I went into
yeah.
it for that, but it was such a good movie. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I like his performance as Elvis is phenomenal, and I hope he gets nominated.
The soundtrack alone
Oh, it's-
should get something.
Right. The
They did a great job.
Lars Berman directed the hell out of a movie. The thing that gets me is that what movie is Tom Hanks in? Because he's not in the same movie. He's in a whole other movie, and it's just like
But I think that's the point of it, though.
I
is
guess
that he probably believes that his story is a
Sure.
completely different story.
sure, but it's like I don't think the disconnect comes on the screen well. I just
Interesting.
it's just like it was the same way you feel about Nope. But just there's something.
No, I got you.
But it's like I really want to like Tom Hanks' performance in that. You should like it, but it's like
See, he made me uncomfortable.
right,
Which I think was the purpose.
right. But and that's the one you should like. That's a good performance. But you're like, I don't know what movie he's in, and it's just like. But I liked it. I did. I
thought it was
enjoyed it.
beautiful.
I enjoyed
I
it.
liked it way more than I thought I was going to. It
Right.
I'll
was
watch
really
it
good.
if I have to. I don't have any desire to see.
Do you like Lars Berman?
I like some of his stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's a very Lars Berman
Yeah,
film.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
and
I love Moulin Rouge.
who's the kid who plays Elvis? He was in Yoga.
He's
Austin
Descendant.
Butler. I think.
He's great.
Like, he
It's
sounds
worth him
like-
watching
he
him.
looks like Elvis.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just worth watching him.
Yeah,
be
it's
Elvis.
Austin Butler.
He's
Yeah.
so good at it.
I
That was
guess
fun.
I'm not an Elvis fan
Sure.
either, so that kind of is like.
And it's like I don't know that I would have had the desire to go
Yeah.
because I kind of have like a love hate with Elvis because I've
Right.
genuinely just hated
Mhm.
him most of my life because my mom loved him so
Right.
much.
Right.
It was just like watching Maverick so many times. It just like she
Yeah.
had so much Elvis. I was like I don't care anymore.
Mhm.
So we went for that reason alone. But it was fantastic. It was really good. So if you ever get around to it,
I-
if nothing else,
I
listen
think
to
you'll
the
enjoy it.
soundtrack
Mhm.
Oh,
because
I've heard the soundtrack. I love
soundtrack
the
is
soundtrack.
amazing.
I think honestly, I think you'll enjoy it. I'd
Yeah,
be
one
surprised
of-
if you didn't.
There's one song I listen to all the time from it.
Yeah, I would really be surprised if you didn't like it. It's a better Lars Berman movie. It's very. I mean, his fingerprints are all over it.
All right.
Caleb, number 1.
Glass Onion.
Cool.
I really loved it. I mean, I'm a Ryan Johnson fan, and then I like the Knives Out series, and this is a film where you Where unlike in the first
Ryan
Knives Out, where it's
Gosling
more
did
about
that?
everybody
No,
else.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, he
I thought
directed.
you said Ryan Gosling.
No, Ryan Johnson. While the first Knives Out film is about everybody else in the mystery, this focuses more on Daniel Craig,
Right.
and I kind of like that.
I
and
could just watch Daniel Craig play that character.
I
well,
love
we're,
Daniel
well, we're
Craig.
getting a third.
I'm
so,
excited.
I love Daniel Craig.
And like I like while I like when he messes up that mystery game, I love when he finally comes to the conclusion of the actual main case of the film at the end. I just love the monologue he gives for that.
Right.
Well, I think what we learned is that we all like the same kind of movies, and it makes sense because we're friends.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, we'll do this again next year.
Awesome.
We got 2 things before we go.
Mhm.
All right.
1, let's talk about season 4.
Okay.
So we had planned season 4 before we went on hiatus, and then some of that stuff did not make sense to do just to move the season over. So I cut some movies and added some movies, and so this is right. So I assumed, and
we did.
really did.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go over these are the 5 movies I kept for this season:
All right.
The Legend of Billie Jean, Flowers in the Attic,
Okay.
Manhunter,
Mhm.
Silence of the Lambs, Quick and the Dead.
I've seen all of those but one.
Which one have you seen?
I've never seen Quick and the Dead.
I have seen none of those movies.
I'm excited about that.
So far on point.
You're so far on point.
Yeah.
Caleb, have you seen all 5 of those?
I've
seen all 5 of these.
Haven't seen Quick and the Dead. Haven't seen what was
Well, that's good because that's what we're doing next week.
yeah.
Quick and the Dead is first.
Well, yeah, so
We'll start off. There.
we'll start
Yeah.
that way. But I have 5 more movies we've added,
All right.
and we're gonna play my favorite game of guess the movie via the tagline,
Okay.
which
Oh gosh.
is a terrible title, but it makes you guys suffer, and it's kind of fun.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, first movie, the year 1994. The tagline is "The thing that won't die and the nightmare that won't end."
Is it one of those movies like the thing that you what is your favorite movie? Prince of Darkness. Is it one of those type of movies?
No.
This has got to be one of those
But by the
zombie
way,
movies you like.
Pause for one of my favorite movies.
This has got to be like a zombie movie.
So, things a zombie movie.
It's got to be like 28
See, I was
days.
thinking like a
28 days
something
later?
floating in like an hourglass, like a lava lamp.
I'm thinking like a zombie
Blubber.
movie.
Blubber.
Yep.
Let's do, yeah, maybe 28 days later, 28 days or
all
something.
right. So she has this. Caleb,
That's
I have
Flubber.
no
Flubber
clue.
is mine.
really?
It sounds familiar.
Okay, first of all, you're way off because it's 1984. Those movies were in the
Oh,
I thought you said 94.
84,
I thought I heard
84.
94.
I heard 94.
I heard
84.
90.
1984.
Oh, then I
Okay.
know. Then I know.
I didn't. Even
Okay,
get
then
that
this
far.
is one of the Living Dead movies.
So she thinks it's a Living Dead movie.
Oh, I'm out.
It's
I
a
don't
it's
know.
a sci-fi film.
It's a sci-fi horror film.
Yeah.
And we'll probably make that
Oh,
argument.
it's got to be like
Yeah.
an alien film then.
Alien 79.
Alien film. one
Maybe
of
if
the
I
films.
say it's
One of the
also a
many
time
films.
travel film,
Yeah, it is definitely a time travel film.
I don't know. Tell us.
Tell us, Caleb.
it is The Terminator.
The Terminator.
Oh, I love that movie.
Okay.
I watched
You
that
ever seen
today.
I don't know if I've seen the whole thing or if I've seen pieces of it.
Oh, I love it.
Because
Literally
I
watched the
know
whole movie
pieces
today.
of it.
All right. From 1991, the tagline is "It's nothing personal. This time he's back for good."
To be Terminator 2.
Yes, it is. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yeah.
All right.
Also from 1991. In every neighborhood, there is one house that adults whisper about and children cross the street to avoid.
Monster House.
That's later, but
I know.
Yeah.
that's a good movie. Though.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, also later.
Okay.
91, Caleb.
91.
91, Caleb. Before you were born.
Yeah, it's before I was born. But so are the
All these other movies are, most of our movies are before you were born. Number 2 is an infant. It's okay. We love you.
I know. So it's got to be a house horror film, but I can't.
Yes, it is very much a house
The
horror film.
Addams Family.
No.
No.
but that movie-
Everyone's talking about their house. You know it.
Word.
The HOA. They're having conversations in their meetings.
I haven't.
It's always
I
raining
didn't-
over that
see,
house, I assume.
I'm not good with the years right now. So
Okay, no problem. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs.
I love that movie.
I would never have been able to.
Oh
guess
my
that. I've never
god,
even
I
heard of
love that. It has Roach. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I will apologize for this one because you're not
Oh,
going
it's gonna be Star Trek.
you're not going to get no. I know I didn't.
No Star Trek.
I didn't do Star Trek for season 4. We made that
Thank you.
promise last night.
Thank
I
you.
kept it.
I don't. You
I
changed things.
just. Well, I would keep my promise because
Thank
I'm a good person.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Scott.
So, the tagline is not going to be very helpful.
All right.
Oh, boy.
So I'm just. I may give hints.
What's the year?
1995.
Okay, 95.
Right?
Toy Story.
Let's wait.
Right?
Story! Done. Boom.
It's not the movie.
That's the year Jack is born, so I have a chance.
All right, you do have a chance. All right. Well, here is the tagline. Attitude is everything.
Toy Soldiers.
Pulp Fiction.
It's 94.
Okay.
Toy Soldiers is like 96 or 7.
But it's close.
You're right. You were
I'm
Jackie
going with
Brown.
toys.
Jackie
Jackie
Brown.
Brown. Jackie Brown's later.
That's
Okay.
I think Jackie Brown actually is
What was the
95.
tag again?
Attitude is everything.
Is it a Jurassic Park movie?
It is not. It's one of the movies I cut for this year. Would we like hints?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a Patrick Swayze film.
Is it Ghost?
No.
No.
Because I feel like he has attitude in that movie.
Oh, let me think. 95 Patrick Swayze.
Is it the one where you
film.
don't the one where you don't put baby in the corner?
Dirty Dancing?
Dancing.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking Pretty Dancing.
I don't know
No,
what
that was way earlier.
I don't know what it would have to do with attitude, but 3 Wishes?
I've never even heard of
No.
that. Patrick Swayze. Roadhouse?
Ready? No. Would you
No.
like another hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is in this film.
I don't
Everyone knows!
what does it tell me?
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything. Julie Newmar.
That's a good
I
movie.
got so excited,
Yeah.
y'all. You
That
have no
sucks.
idea.
Julie was like, I can't wait to watch that movie with
So
you.
excited. You guys
It
probably
also
heard
has John Leguizamo in it.
Yeah, John Leguizamo.
He's amazing.
That would have been my third hint.
That is such a good movie. Yeah, you'd give me that hint, and I would immediately.
Yeah,
got it.
so
Okay.
yeah, Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
That's a good movie.
I have met Julie Newmar. I will talk about that when we watch. the
I
movie.
like this season.
I have seen none of these movies,
So
so
it'll be
well
fun.
done.
Yeah.
You will love Tu Wong Fu.
Alright.
The last movie
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we're not done
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
from 2005.
I might have seen that one.
Okay.
I don't know. I got a
It's more
chance.
recent.
The greatest adventure history has ever revealed. In order to break the code, one man must have to break all the rules. The clues are right in front of your eyes.
Oh my God.
Is it Indiana Jones?
No, it's
National
National Treasure.
National
National
Treasure.
Treasure.
Okay, I haven't seen that either.
Is that?
All right.
Is this because the new show?
I haven't seen the new show yet, but
I haven't
I
either.
really, because honestly, I was like, we should do a Nicolas Cage film, and I was like, oh, I think National Treasure would be fun for us
It is
to do.
fun.
It's
a good-
also fun fact the one of the few films that
Have
I
I
can
seen
throw out where Sean
I don't
Bean
think I've
doesn't
seen
die
it.
at the end.
Yeah, so
There you go.
that is our season. So that's Legend of Billie Jean, Valves in the Attic, Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, The Quick and the Dead, The Terminator, T2 Judgment Day, The People on the Stairs, Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything, Julie Newmar, and National Treasure.
I love
And what
it.
are we watching next?
The Quick and the Dead is next week.
Please don't forget that, because I will.
All right. Quick and the Dead.
The Quick and the Dead. It is a Western.
Oh, fun.
It is a Western.
Sam
Well,
Raimi.
when I
Sam
saw
Raimi.
him with a
Yeah.
cowboy hat
That's the reason why I
on.
picked it. It's like,
Mine
I
is.
was
Yeah.
like, I just met him yesterday. I should do his movie first. I feel bad. And so
Yeah.
he signed my Quick and the Dead Laserdisc.
That's right, he did.
So, one thing that we missed while we were away was Christmas.
We did.
We
And
did
so
miss
we're going to do
Christmas.
Christmas right now with everyone.
Let's
All
do
right.
this.
Hey.
So,
Let's make some room here.
we're making room for Christmas.
Are we doing this in any sort of order?
Yeah, I know I want my gifts open last. So I don't care with the rest of it.
Let's do mine since
Okay.
no one's
Okay.
making any decision. You all have a gift and then one that's. Well, I'd have to show it. Let me see yours, Caleb. Open the thicker one first. We're all gonna open the other one together.
Is it
There's
the-
one in there. Just you'll probably get to yours. Just don't pull out the one closer to the bottom.
That was mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
open it
Don't
up.
pull out closer to the bottom.
Yeah.
So when you
If
say,
you can touch it, you can pull it. Go ahead.
oh, okay. So it's in the bag.
Look.
This one.
It's
Yeah.
perfect for the Silent of the Lambs.
Chianti.
Candy. I love it.
Is that what you eat with fava beans?
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
So Caleb, next year you have to get Stephanie wine. I got her wine last year.
Okay.
Justina got her
Yeah,
wine.
we got
this
it.
year.
Yeah.
You get the next part of the
I
rotation.
guarantee you, Stephanie will be happy. And these are really good wines. So thank you very much. Guys.
You're welcome.
I'm excited for
I'm
this.
excited.
I'm excited to see what this is.
All right.
You can just pull it up, I think.
So everyone, I know that's the.
So let's give Caleb a moment.
Hopefully it's not.
All right.
upside down. So
I've
that's
got
what-
a word. It looks like a word game. Blind spotted. Blind spot. It's a word game. Yep.
That looks like a fun game.
Awesome.
All right, Scotty.
Ooh.
So this right here. Go ahead and look at it.
Oh, we're
Scotty.
getting the ring light in the.
Go ahead and look at this
Well,
beautiful thing here.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Scotty gifted me with a small ass puzzle. It's called Black Hell. That's what the puzzle is titled. So I put together this piece of shit puzzle where all of the pieces are cut the same, mind you. There's not any like, oh, two are on one side. No, they all have the same cut. Got done, and there's a freaking piece missing. And I could not find it anywhere. And honestly, I don't know if that's part of the puzzle or not. But there was a piece missing, and I was like, you son of a bitch. So I still framed it, and I still brought it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you fucking regift. This
Brilliant.
is the win. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
So there it is in all its glory.
It will hang in my new house.
With a piece missing.
Oh, I love it.
Again, don't know if it's supposed to be like that,
That is,
but there it
that
is.
is fantastic.
So now you can all open your second.
All right.
As you all know, I did just get married. So I have a photo of all of us from the wedding that I have framed for everyone.
Oh. Well, I have to share that. I have the original, so I can share it on the.
That's a great
That is
photo.
a great photo.
That is
of
a
us.
really
That is a
good
great
photo.
of us.
So there we are. And what I love about it as well is that there's a little Drew in the background.
Yep.
There's a Drew in the
Because
back.
I was like trying to get us all in focus. I
there
was like,
on the
there's
left.
Drew.
I like we have Derby Wife in this too because Derby Wife is always here, often here with us, and always behind the camera because she does not want to be in front of a camera. So it's like,
But you'll hear her every now and again if she knows the
right,
title.
she
of the
knows
movie.
something, she gets excited. So.
So-
I
That's
love
nice. I love it. These are great.
it. This is great. Oh, that is the best re-gift.
Seriously, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that puzzle, and it was a nightmare. And I did it, and then when I got done, I just kind of chuckled, and she was like, "Oh, did you finish it?" And I was like, "No." And we searched everywhere. There's no piece.
It's probably the way it's built. I love it. I know you like puzzles, and I saw this
I do
thing,
love puzzles.
and I was like, oh, this should give her hell.
Right. You guys
took
do
3
mine
days.
All right.
Yeah.
Gold blocks, right? There it is.
And Derby Wife, yours is missing one item because of reasons. So,
Oh, that's even more.
Well,
Derby
no,
Wife,
well,
Derby Wife got mine early,
that's what I'm
like
saying.
before the holiday,
So,
like a
Just
real-
letting you know.
Why does it? I feel like I have to undo. This?
I'm sorry. I was
No,
just
no,
trying
I
to keep
got
the
it.
cats out of it.
Oh no, I understand.
You can totally rip it.
I'm so gonna kill this.
Oh.
Oh, there's a reason for that.
All right, what do we got? We got a black bag.
So one thing that I did this year is I tried to shop local. So those items that you're pulling out now, in the black bags.
Fun.
So there's a local guy called Sticky Situation that I've been buying these from. And the reason why you don't have a cup yet is because he didn't have what I wanted to get you at the time, but there's going to be one coming. So,
I have a Toy Story Tamagotchi.
I got a Star Wars
Okay.
Tamagotchi.
Same.
but this we'll talk
Yeah.
about the Tamagotchi in a minute.
Yeah.
It's Buzz.
Okay, look,
I'm gonna
guys,
make
guys,
it
look,
fly.
I love you, but this is why she's my best friend. Even though you all hate this thing,
It's Prince of Darkness, isn't it?
I got a Prince of Darkness shirt.
It looks like a lava lamp.
Oh!
Now, I will say Scotty has 2 shirts because I could not decide between the 2.
Derby wife, and I have shirts that say that's my Derby wife.
How do you say Susan? Radiologist glasses.
Jesus.
Oh,
Thank
oh,
you.
oh!
This
This
is
is
wonderful.
yes,
Yeah.
this is great. This is.
All right.
Hey, you know that one's a hot pink shirt, right?
I don't care.
All right. Tamagotchi. I also bought myself a Tamagotchi. Everybody in this room
What is
has
your
a Tamagotchi. I thought for the season we can see
Who can
who
take care
can
of
keep their Tamagotchi alive the longest.
it? Oh my god.
I like it.
So we can decide when to turn them on, when to whatever. But I also have mine still in the package.
So what is yours?
Yeah.
You got Star Wars. I got Toy Story. What did you get, Caleb?
I got Star Wars. I got R2.
Oh, so we got R2. So we got to keep the R2s
Jeremy
alive.
wife got one closest to Skittles that I could find.
So it's colorful. That's cute.
Oh, I'm.
And mine's got fire on it.
Fireball.
Fireball.
That's Toy Story.
Yes, of course yours is Toy Story.
What's so funny is I don't even really like the movie that much.
It doesn't matter because you
Like,
say it all the time.
No, it's fine because it made me happy.
So well, yeah, because you
It's
say
just
it all
great.
the time, you get Toy Story.
Oh, I love late Christmas. That's
I want to
so
do this
damn
right
cool.
Now. We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Yeah,
We'll gotta
we
figure out
do.
when.
All right, Buzz.
All
I'll
right.
see you soon.
All right, so
I
it's
guess
Caleb's
it's my
turn.
turn. Yeah. So y'all have bags.
All right.
Yeah.
They see me roll.
And I went with a theme for this time. I went with the board game theme.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
fun theme.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remember that game.
Snakes and ladders. Snakes.
They're awesome.
And then because I know you like Jeopardy.
Oh, I got me some Jeopardy.
Thank
and we can play that together. 'cause
We surely can.
This is awesome.
I'm gonna rock all your worlds. Oh, thank you, Caleb. That is awesome.
Thank you, thank you,
That
thank
is-
you.
Caleb.
Oh, I love it. All right, guys. Mine's the last.
I love board games.
All right.
Yeah, man, y'all did good. I hope I did as good.
You
I
did.
don't know, Scotty.
I'm
We'll
sure
see.
you did great.
I don't know. Pressure's on.
All right. Wait, I want hers get hers too.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Right
mine.
behind
that's
you.
right.
Yeah. I
Yep.
want you guys at the same time. Begin.
Oh my God! Is this what I think? Is this what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Holy shit!
I have Pac-Man Heelys.
I have Star Wars Heelys.
Oh, yes.
They have the little ghosts on them.
This is amazing.
I'm a
Ah.
ghost.
I love this. Oh my
And Caleb got
God.
a beautiful Ahsoka print.
Yeah. With Anakin there.
Yeah, I thought you would love that.
Yeah, I do.
This is
I
great.
do.
So how did
Did
the
you see
heels
my little
come out?
ghost?
Going to the home office.
Oh.
You have a tool you have to pop in there. It should be in the box.
This is amazing.
We talked about this last year, like early last year, and then like in May, I was like, "Hey, what's your shoe sizes?" And I've kept that information for a long time.
This is so cool.
Thank you.
This is so cool. I love it. Thank you.
There's something for you guys to do, like an art walk.
I can't wait to wear these.
So now he's like saying, at Art Walk.
There's a tool.
Yeah, I think it was in the
Oh,
other
there's the
skate.
wheels. This is so cool.
There's instructions and stuff
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
I thought y'all would like
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, those are cool. I'm very excited. Thank you. I didn't even know they made these in adult.
I didn't know they made them in all the different characters.
Yeah, I had fun. Hers was easy. Don't get me wrong. It's like, oh, look, Darth Vader.
There's Star Wars stuff everywhere.
Right. So I was like, I got her, and you were like, I was like trying to figure out. I was like, I think vintage video game you would just dig. I thought you would
Oh,
really
that
enjoy
was
it.
fun.
I
Thank
thought you would
you.
like the Pac-Man.
I
so.
did. Did you see the ghosts? I showed you.
Yes.
They were little ghosts.
Well, thank you, everybody. That was great.
Thank you.
With-
This
Yay
is
for late
awesome.
Christmas.
I love late Christmas.
I love late Christmas.
The Christmas that keeps going.
That's true.
That's it.
Next week we're gonna watch Quick of the Dead.
Yes, we are.
Sounds great.
And we'll see you then.
All right.
This is Sky saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out there and make yours.
Bye.